Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ORION-NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Tuesday afternoon baseball, the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Yankees. Let's cue the music, take a look at the thumb, and then we'll get into the starting lineups. What a hell of a comeback for the Mariners, being down 4-1 in the top of the ninth, finding a way to come back and win 5-4. Unbelievable. One of the best comebacks I've seen in my lifetime. Let's go, baby. And on the thumb, again, we got Julio Rodriguez and Aaron Judge. Let's start it off with the visiting Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners and first time back in the starting lineup since his injury. Let's go, baby. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Trident's up. Batting second and playing center field, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Batting third and playing left field, Luke Raley. You've been tearing it up lately, beginning a bunch of games with 2 or 3 hits. Keep that momentum going. Keep that electricity in the lineup, Luke. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting fifth and playing right field tonight, Dominic in the zone, Canzone. Batting sixth and playing first base, Ty France. Batting seventh and DHing for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Batting eighth and playing third base for Seattle, Josh Hollywood Rojas. And batting ninth, playing second base tonight, Demo Dylan Moore. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 1-0 record with an ERA of .93, Brian. Woo! Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Let's go, Brian. This is going to be a tough test, but we can do it. And let's get into the home New York Yankees. Leading off for New York, playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Batting second, playing right field, Juan Soto. Batting third, DHing tonight for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Batting fifth, playing first base for the Yanks, Anthony Rizzo. Batting sixth, catching tonight for New York, Austin Wells. Batting seventh and playing second base, Gleyber Torres. Batting eighth and playing third base tonight, Oswaldo Cabrera. And batting ninth, the former Padre center fielder, Trent Grisham. And on the mound for the Yankees with an impressive 5-1 record and ERA of 2.49, Clark Schmidt. Let's go, baby. I am ready. This is going to be a battle. And again, going into the series and after, only having 1 hit going into the pretty much 8th inning, it didn't look very good for the Mariners, but you never can count us out. And normally when we're down 4-1, in the 9th inning, the chances of coming back in a matchup when you're down 3 runs, let alone 3 runs to the Yankees, you're probably going to be coming back maybe 1% chance of coming back. But hey, we had that 1% chance happen last night, and we ended up getting that big victory off game number 1. And we have a 4-game set, so this game number 2 is not going to be easy, but we have to dig deep and see if we can find a way, and hopefully we can win 2 out of 4 or possibly 3 out of 4 if we win here tonight. Let's go. I am ready. Daniel in the building, what's good? Megan in the building, what's good? Let's go. Matt will be joining us here momentarily after his workout, and I am ready. We're going to get this game started here in just a minute or 2. Let's go, baby. We're going to need a big performance from you, Julio. Get that batting average up, okay? And you're getting close to 300. This is the closest you've been, all year. You're batting 274. You only got 2 home runs so far in the season. But if you just keep getting on base, singles, doubles, triples, that'll be just fine. Trident's up, baby, but we'll take homers if you'll give them to us. Bring that electricity in the lineup. And remember, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Depression, anxiety, addiction are things that a lot of us are going through on a daily basis. So make sure if you are slipping or going into the darkness, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Exercise, eat a little bit better. Make sure you're listening to music, hang out with friends as well as your pets. You'd be really surprised if you make a couple minor adjustments to your daily routine. It'll help you win the day. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I appreciate the like and the share. Appreciate you, Megan, and we'll end up having Matt do that and a few others as well. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It'll help us get more people in the room, and it'll be good for our analytics and our metrics. We'll try to shoot for 10 for the first hour, hour and a half, and then hopefully we can pick up the last 10 or 15, within the last second half of the game, the last hour or so. We still need 4 more to get to 10. We're off to a good start. 2 more to get to 10, and hopefully we can end up getting that here within the next half hour or so. Storm Mom in the building. Happy birthday. How old do you turn today? Let's go. And they just got a commercial break, and we should get going here in just 1 second. Let's go. 20. Happy birthday, man. 1 more year before 21, but 20 is always a big milestone. Congratulations for your birthday today. Let's go. Excited to see what JP Crawford is going to bring to the lineup. We haven't had him start in many, many games, since the injury, but just having him back late in the lineup last night, I felt it gave us a spark, especially when you have your leadoff player, not playing for a good chunk of the season. I'm not saying that JP Crawford is Ichiro, but just imagine back in the day without Ichiro playing, what kind of impact that would have for the Mariners. JP Crawford is not Ichiro. They both, led off, batting first in the lineup, but JP's impact, it definitely helps the team, not only on the field, in the dugout. He's a great teammate. He's a great personality. You can count on him offensively and defensively, just like Ichiro as well. So I'm really happy to see JP Crawford finally back in the lineup. And even though that he pitch hit last night, late in the lineup, late in the game, I felt that it was just nice to be able to see him with the other teammates out there. And as they're queuing to the broadcast, we got Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Julio chopping it up for first pitch. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Maybe we celebrated your birthday 1 day early because, hey, we got that huge comeback. And I've been watching baseball since, the mid-'80s. And I'll be honest, that was one of the best comebacks I've seen in Major League Baseball, let alone Mariners alone. But that was one of the best comebacks I've seen. Not very many teams can come back from 4-1 in the 9th. and especially if you've only really had one hit up to that point, like in the 8th. So Dominic Canzone came up big with a homer, when we were ending up being down, I think 3-0. We made it 3-1. They got an RBI, made it 4-1. And once that RBI happened in the 8th, that was really a gut punch. It felt like you ripped your heart out, when you end up being down 3-1 and then it's 4-1. It's already bad enough when you're down a run or two. But then if you give up a cheap RBI in the 8th when you already are kind of down on yourself, and then you get down by 3, it really took a special group of guys to come together. But even though that Josh Rojas, right, as well as Julio Rodriguez, and I'm trying to think who else was there, maybe Cal Raleigh. I believe those were the guys that were batting 1, 2, 3 yesterday. And going into the 9th inning, those guys were 0 for 9. 0 for 3, for Julio, 0 for 3 for Rojas, 0 for 3 for Cal. But they found a way to get some hits, to get those guys on base, get a couple cheap walks, nice couple cheap RBIs, and we made it happen. I'm hoping that we can get the win for your birthday tonight, but it's not going to be easy, but it is possible. This lineup for the Yankees isn't as good as it was yesterday. No Giancarlo Stanton, but we may see him later in the lineup as a DH. But again, we have a little bit of wiggle room here. They got Oswaldo Cabrera and Trent Grisham batting late in the lineup, as well as Austin Wells. Those guys are normally not in the lineup every day, so we'll see where it goes. I'm hoping that we can get a little bit of magic. Now lined up in the box in the top of the first, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Pitch in the zone for a strike to JP. 0-1 count. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's go, baby. Try to get to 20 to 30 likes and 100 in donos like every stream. 0-1 pitch from Schmidt. Right down the middle, 0-2 count. JP Crawford batting 193, 2 home runs and 9 ribbies, but has missed a lot of action due to an injury, and we finally just got him back today in the starting lineup. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. Crawford pitches high. 1-2 count. Yankee crowd is starting to chant early on. One-two pitch. Pitch is low in the dirt. Good eye, JP. 2-2 count. Go, JP. JP. Wow. What a jumping grab by Oswaldo Cabrera. One away. That normally would have been a base hit for a single there. But what leaping ability by Oswaldo Cabrera to steal that single away from J.P. Crawford. Great defense by Oswaldo. Hey, I'm not a hater. I see you, baby. I see what you did. Next up for the Mariners center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Big swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 274 average, 2 homers, and 14 ribbies in 2024. Stop chasing on those garbage pitches. On those first and second pitches, it doesn't really matter who's pitching. It seems like they're always baiting him outside, and it's always like a garbage pitch. And Julio keeps reaching and swinging for that garbage. That's how you put yourself in a tough position, being down in an 0-2 count or being down in a 1-2 count. Come on, Julio. Use your eyes. Be confident in your skill set. Don't chase. 1-1 pitch from Schmidt to Julio. Right down the middle. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Let's go, J-Rod. Come on, baby. Right ends up. Let's get it. 1-2 pitches low and outside. 2-2 count from Schmidt to Julio. And again, Clark Schmidt, 5-1 record with a 2.49 ERA. So this is not going to be easy tonight. 2-2 pitch to Julio. From Schmidt. Chop foul. That remains 2-2. Come on, baby. Let's go, J-Rod. Top of the first, 0-0. Mariners and Yankees. coming off fresh off that huge comeback victory. Only one hit up to the 8th inning. We were down 3-0 and ultimately 4-1 going into the ninth, and had an amazing 4-run 9th inning to come back to win 5-4 against the Yankees. Yankees don't lose games at home. They were 16-6, right, with a 33-15 record going into yesterday. And it was nice to be able to give them that 7th loss at home. But getting a win tonight against Schmidt is going to be just as tough. 2-2 pitch to Julio. Pitch is low and outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Good eye, Julio. I don't say that enough about you. Bring that electricity, baby. Let's go, Julio. Come on, baby. 3-2 pitch. Chopper right up the middle. Throw to first. Got him. Kind of a shitty effort by Julio running to first. I mean, I get it. You know, a lot of times when you end up hitting it to the second baseman or shortstop, but I don't want to see you half-assed it and kind of jogging to first. Run hard to first every single time. You never know when they might bobble that baseball, or you might end up having a tie, and tie goes to the runner. Put some effort out there, Julio. You're my guy. Next up, another guy. That is my guy, left fielder Luke Raley. Finally got himself above 300, batting .311 now, and has had a number of 3-game hits, right? In multiple games. I believe he already has three-hit games within the last 14 games, which is amazing. .417 average in the last 14 games, 3 homers and 8 ribbies. Luke Raley is the hottest Seattle Mariner in the box by far. Let's go, baby. Go, Luke. Reflect in the building. What's good, brother? Dan in the building. What's good? Luke. And speaking of Luke, a different one in Skywalker. Anyone see Joe Burrow's new picture through his media photo? I don't think I've seen anyone look like Luke Skywalker like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow grew out his hair, I don't know how many inches, but it definitely, it still looks like Joe Burrow, but he definitely is cosplaying a little Luke Skywalker action. It'll be a lot of fun to see what new nicknames come across for Joe Burrow if he still has that hair as we go into the regular season. Top of the first, 0-0, Mariners and Yankees. 2 outs, 2-2 count to Luke Raley. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Not what we want to see early on, but we believe in Luke. He'll come up big later on tonight. 3 up and 3 down for the Mariners. 2 up for the pitcher. 1-0 record. .93 ERA. 1-0. Brian. Woo! Let's go. And hopefully Brian can get 8 to 10 Ks, and I'm hoping that he can go 6-7 innings. And if that is possible, 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, it still stays true, and hopefully we can get this done. Let's go. $3 for Luke, 3 for the Moose. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. $6 holla, 94 to go. Matt will be here after his workout is done. So I appreciate you. Get a few Lukes up here. He doesn't have a lot more, suitable photos that I can put up. But as the games go along throughout the year, I imagine there'll be a few others that we can sprinkle in. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. My guy. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang, $3 holla, $3 holla, $6, 94 to go. Let's see what we got here cooking. Burrow bounce back here is definitely possible. I could definitely see that. We'll get a couple Mariner Mooses here in the building early. Appreciate you. Let's go, baby. Go, Brian. Bring that intensity, baby. First pitch. Anthony Volpe for a big swing and a miss. 269 average, 6 homers and 23 ribbies with an OPS of 767. so far in 2024. 0-1 pitch from Wu. Volpe pitches outside, 1-1 count. One pitch. Wu to Volpe. Pitches outside. 2-1 count. I feel they are too. I don't, like I said, out of all the games that I've ever watched as a fan, Mariners or non-Mariner games, that was one of the best comebacks I've seen from the Seattle Mariners in their history. Like, it's hard enough to come back, from 3 runs on. Oh, what a diving grab by Dominic Canzone. Are you kidding me? Wow. Let's go. Dominic Canzone with the Superman catch. We're focused. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. But again, to be down by, 1 or 2 runs in the 9th, most of the time you're not going to even come back when you're down 1, let alone 2. And then, when they ended up getting that cheap RBI in the 8th and it made it 3, that one hurt. That one almost like put the nail in the coffin saying, hey, any hope that you had of getting a run or 2, not anymore with that cheap RBI in the 8th and it was 4-1. So to be able to come back, 4-1, and on top of that, Rojas, Julio, and Cal were 0 for 9 going into the 9th inning. But I knew that some of those guys could end up getting a hit, or maybe we could get hit by a pitch or a walk, or maybe I was just hopefully thinking that we could make a slight comeback. And we ended up making the ultimate comeback and winning 5-4 in regulation. That was sweet. Next up, Juan Soto. Pitch right down the middle. Big swing and a miss for Soto, having a great year, 316 average, 11 homers in 2024. Let's go, Wu. Bottom of the first, 0-0. 1-1 pitch from Wu to Soto. I like Wu's delivery, too. He's got like a mini sidearm action, even though it's not technically like a sidearm type of thrower that we're used to that, ends up, going almost down to the ground. It's kind of like a modified, just a little twitch in his pitching delivery, and I like it. Let's go. Brian, I see you, baby. Nice day on Juan Soto. Let's go. Woo! That's number 1. 9 more to go, baby. Rick loves it. Nice job, Brian. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Mariner Moose is out already. Next up, Mr. Everything, DHing tonight, Aaron Judge. The only player that has his own little mini GIF in the corner. Let's go. Give you that love and respect. Well, I don't think anyone saw Gunnar Henderson coming out to, that type of velocity and intensity, good recognition by, balls and strikes, in the batter's box. Aaron Judge is still going to be, a top 2 player. A lot of people have Shohei 1, Judge 2. So, even though you might be a Mariner fan, Judge is special. It's not going to be easy to get him out. And with Andres Munoz punching him out last night, that was huge. Because if Judge would have got on, we might have not been able to make that full comeback. Bottom of the first, 0-0, 2 outs, 2-1 count from Wu to Aaron Judge. One pitch, big swing and a miss. 2-2 count. Wu to Judge. 7 home runs in the last 11 games against the Mariners. Come on, baby. 2-2 pitch from Wu to Aaron Judge. No fear, Wu. Popped up. Julio's there. Let's go. I like it, baby. Good defense out there, baby. We need that. No fly zone, baby. See if we can get a few more Luke Raleys up here for a reflect. Nice to be able to see someone else above 300. Rojas, unfortunately, went down below 300 for the first time in a long time, but he's at 291, and he has been on a little bit of a slump. So hopefully we can get him back on track, but I believe he only has 2 hits out of his last 26 at-bats or something of that nature based on a stat that I read this morning. So a little bit of a slump for him, but I feel that we'll be able to get things together for, obviously, Josh Hollywood Rojas, as well as a few others. Oh, Luke. I got one more here. There he is. Let's go, baby. Nice to be able to see a few more photos for Luke Raley. Let's go, baby. We want this. We need this. Nice to see J.P. Crawford back in the leadoff role as well. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the second, it's big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. Cal, first pitch, strike, chops that one foul. 0-1 count. Come on, Cal. Yeah, but I mean, if we're really being honest about things, I mean, at least Aaron Judge is at 13 homers. Julio's at 2. So, I mean, if I could trade and end up having a guy that's got 13 at this point, I think I would rather want that than having someone that, is getting better, doesn't have the home run power, but has been starting to hit a little bit better and see the baseball a little bit better for singles, doubles, and triples. 1-2 pitch to Cal. Big swing and a miss. Got him. One away. Schmidt with his second K. 5-1 record with an ERA of 2.49, so this is not going to be easy, but we'll give him his flowers when needed. Next up for the Seattle Mariners, making plays in the outfield and hitting clutch home runs. Dominic in the zone can zone. .227 average, 4 home runs and 8 ribbies in 2024. Pitch in the middle for a strike, finding the count 0-2. Come on, baby. Let's go, Dom. Dirty Dom. Let's go. There's more than one Dom, and he's not in WWE, baby. Pitch is low in the zone. 1-2 count. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. It'll help us with the algorithm. Dominic Canzone fouls that one back. Count remains still 1-2. Let's see where we're at on the likes if we've hit 10 yet. Hopefully we have. We're getting close. I think we're at, 8? We need 2 more people to smash the like button. 1 more person to get to double digits. We're at 9. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And it sounds like we're going to get to that 10 number here shortly. And then we'll try to get the other 10 within the rest of the broadcast. Let's go. Come on, Dom. Fouls that one back. Count remains still 1-2. Yeah, I don't think I could live in the Midwest. That shit gets scary. On my timeline every once in a while, I'll see some of the tornado updates or storm chasers out there. Big swing and a miss. Dominic Canzone, Clark Schmidt with his third K. Or is that his second K? I believe that was his third K. Yep, third K. Brutal. Next up, first baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Appreciate that, Reflect. Thank you for the support, as usual. Big swing and a miss for Ty France, behind in the count 0-1. And again, if we win tonight, there is a good chance that we can win 3 out of 4. If we drop this one, I think best case scenario would probably be we're splitting, 2 wins, 2 losses. But if we win tonight, I think there's a really good chance that we could win 3 out of 4. I don't want to get cocky and say if we win the first 2, we're going to win all 4. Because the last game is going to be on at like 9:30 in the morning. It'll be noon in New York, but ultimately with that difference in time zone, it'll be like 9:30. And when the Mariners play in the morning or early afternoon, it usually doesn't bode well for us. So, I don't expect us to, get a dub on that last game of the set. You never know. I'm hoping that we can, kind of buck that trend of, being a morning or early afternoon team. But normally, we're an evening team only. Hopefully we can start getting some dubs, in the morning and the early afternoon around lunchtime to kind of, change that narrative. 1-2 pitch to Ty, pitches outside from Schmidt, 2-2 count. Come on, Ty. Ready to be the hero yesterday as well. One of the heroes. Two-two pitch from Schmidt to France. Chops it back behind the plate, foul. Still 2-2 count, batting .236 here in 2024. Two-two pitch. Got him. 4th game from Schmidt. We'll give him his flowers. All right, Clark, you're pacing for 10 to 12 Ks. Not exactly what Mariner fans want to see. But again, you got Brian Wu, who's 1-0, against Clark Schmidt, who's 5-1 with a 2.49 ERA. That's one of the best records and ERAs that we have faced in 2024. So hopefully we can find a way to get some hits on him. And if not, then we're just going to have to wait until the 6th inning, 7th inning, until Schmidt goes out. And then at that point, hopefully he has less than 10 Ks. And then we can start, getting some hits and hopefully some RBIs and home runs after he goes out. Let's go. Next up for the Yankees in the cleanup role, left fielder Alex Verdugo. Batting second in the order here in this inning, first baseman Anthony Rizzo. And batting third this inning in the 6th hole, catching this evening, Austin Wells. And we do have a good chance, even though they're Clark Schmidt, their pitcher's 5-1 with a 2.49 ERA. But the thing that's going to give us a chance is that Austin Wells is not an everyday player. Oswaldo Cabrera made that great defensive play at third, isn't necessarily an everyday player. And Trent Grisham isn't necessarily an everyday player. So they got 3 guys in the lineup that normally aren't there. So again, sometimes that'll happen with the Mariners as well, where we have to kind of, try to get fair playing time for some of the other guys on the roster. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see Giancarlo Stanton DHing at some point, or pinch hitting for someone later in the game. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Come on, Brian, let's go, baby. Yeah, with all the research and, me prepping for the streams, I'm always going to be putting in all the stats, on the photos, based on, because every day when I update things, I put like number 1, JP Crawford, shortstop, and then, if there's any other statistical things I want to be able to go over, and then I'm always going to put over the, win-loss record and the ERA for the pitchers and whatnot. And I woke up this morning and I saw 5-1 with an ERA under 3. I said, holy hell, that's not good. But again, I got confidence in Brian Wu, and hopefully we can get it done. Alex Verdugo had himself a game last night. Hopefully not so much today. Verdugo, chopper towards first. Little flip. Brian Wu, 1 away. Next up, the former Cub first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Again, we're trying to go for 20 to 25 likes and hit 100 on the donos. We hit double digits. Thank you to all the people that have smashed the like button. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well. We got another person to smash the like button. We need 9 more to get to 20. Thank you so much. Rizzo. Julio's there. No fly zone, baby. I like that. That we're going to be very active in the outfield today. Good defense. Next up for the Yankees, backup catcher Austin Wells, batting 197 with 1 home run and 4 ribbies in 2024. Nice hit for Austin Wells. Yeah, their fans are notorious for that, Megan. Like, even when Aaron Judge had a 62 home run season, even though he's one of the greatest players to ever live, Yankee fans will boo Aaron Judge. I know it sounds crazy, but he's even gone on interviews saying how the fans will boo him. And that was even before he ended up making his new deal and re-signing with New York. New York is a pretty crazy place. You know, you're going to have a lot of personalities there. You know, they're definitely going to cheer, but they definitely will boo, just like Philadelphia. You know, there's certain parts of the U.S. that are a little bit more harder on their players than they probably should be. You know, and it doesn't matter. It's crazy to think that they would do that to Aaron Judge, but they do it. You know, they don't care. Just like Philadelphia fans with like Bryce Harper. You know, they know that that's the best player on the team and one of the greatest players to wear a Yankee uniform. But for a lot of these Yankee fans, whether them being drunk or on substances or just not giving a shit and just, you know, being hard on the players, I think the players understand that some fans are going to be a little extra, whether they mean it or not, or they're just over emotional, you know, at that time period. Not every fan base is going to boo their superstars, but they are notorious of doing it there in New York for the Mets, Yankees, as well as the Philadelphia Phillies. Gleyber Torres, big swing and a miss. Got him. Let's go. Nice K there for Brian Wu. There we go, baby. That Mariner moves out. Ks for Brian Wu so far. Take a quick peek. All right, so Brian Wu, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks. That's the big one. And 2 Ks. Nice job by Brian Wu. And then let's take a quick look at Clark Schmidt. Amazing record in ERA. All right, 5-1 with a 2.49 ERA. 2 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and 4 Ks. All right, let's see who's up here next for the Seattle Mariners in the top of the 3rd. Leading off for the Mariners in the 7-hole this inning, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting second, playing 3rd base, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. And batting 3rd, playing 2nd base tonight, Timo Dylan Moore. Let's go, Mariners. Matt just liked and retweeted the stream. We should be hopping in here in just a second. Come on, Garv. And you got to remember, the Yankees are a first-place team in the American League East, but we're a first-place team in the American League West. So it's not like we're a scrub team and we're at the bottom and we're like the Oakland A's or the White Sox or the Toronto Blue Jays. We are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. We're one of the top 10. So the Yankees might be ranked a little bit higher than us, a few spots. But again, they're a first-place team. We're a first-place team. So again, we already know how hard this is going to be on the road. But again, winning that first game yesterday was huge with that comeback. And again, if we can win 2 out of 4, that would be great. But if we win again tonight, then there's going to be a good chance that we might be able to win 3 out of 4. I don't know about that last game number 4. That's going to be on at like 9:30 in the morning. That one, it might not matter who's pitching or hitting for the Mariners because we are terrible in the mornings and early afternoons. But we'll have to wait and see on how this plays out. And, again, we're confident, but we recognize how good New York is. Top of the third, 0-0 Mariners and Yankees. And I feel with us, it's not necessarily being overconfident. I feel that, we were a garbage team for 20 years. But we finally made the playoffs for the first time in 20-plus years in 2022. We didn't make it last year. We barely missed the wild card. And now we're in first place. And this first place that we're in right now, typically the Mariners don't get into this position this early in the season. Normally it takes us a long time to be able to get close to first. But normally we're going to be second or third place or worse. So we are making a little bit of history in 2024 by having this many wins compared to what we have loss-wise. But again, it's not going to be easy. It's a long, long season. But I definitely love this rivalry between the Yankees and the Mariners. Top of the third, 0-0 Mariners and Yankees. Hollywood Josh Rojas in the box, batting .291. I hope he gets a hit or two tonight to get him over 300. 2-1 pitch foul. Hit foul, 2-2 count. I don't know. I've been watching Yankee games since I was a little kid, though, in the 80s as well. So it's like, I know how their fan base is. And it's not like you're going to get the whole crowd. They're just going to have a certain group of people, that, they don't care about the players' feelings. They're going to be hard on their players. And I think the players themselves already know what they're getting themselves into. If you play on the Knicks or on the Rangers or the Mets or the Yankees or any team in New York. There we go, Rojas. Hell yeah. Stand up, double, Hollywood, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Nice job, Hollywood. Get that batting average up. Close now with that hit. He's at 297. One more hit, and hopefully, 1 or 2 more, and then he'll be over 3 for sure. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman, Dylan Moore. But you also have to understand, out of all of the thousands of games the Mariners have played, since the 80s till now, that was one of the biggest comebacks the Mariners have ever had, ever. Usually teams don't come back from 3 runs down in the ninth. It just doesn't happen. And what made it even more special is that we did it on the road in New York, which doesn't happen. You got to think they were 16-6 at home with a 33-15 record. So again, was it a little bit of luck, a little bit of, right place, right time with the guys that we had in the order? Of course, but again, for us to be able to make that monumentous comeback, it was huge, and hopefully that'll start a little bit of a rally for the Mariners. Matt in the building. What's good, brother? One-two pitch. Pitch is low into the dirt. 2-2 count. Top of the third, 0-0 Mariners and Yankees. Runner at second. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count to Demo. Let's go. How was your workout, Matt? You have a good one? How's the weather in Maui today? Let's go, Demo. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let them know. Demo crushes it. Foul. Oh, got all of that one. Top of the third, 0-0 Mariners and Yankees. 3-2 pitch from Schmidt to Demo. Oh, shit! Back! Let's go! Big home run from Dylan Moore. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. 2-0 Mariners. Bring that electricity, baby. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Huge. And you got to think, Clark Schmidt, he does not give up home runs like that. That is huge. Way to get the runs and way to get the homer early. Woo! Let's go. Hell yeah. Next up for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Fuck yeah, baby. I wasn't anticipating that. Let's go. But again, I felt that, since J.P. Crawford came back to the game last night, even though he didn't start and he pinch hit late, I felt it gave us a spark. You could kind of see it in the player's eyes and the body language that even if he didn't get a hit at his first at-bat, just him being out there on offense and defense, it felt good. Like the boys are back in town. Like, all the homies are together again. And it felt good to be able to have them out there. And again, they settled in nicely in that ninth inning. Got that look in there for J.P. Crawford. Two away. Let's go, baby. $3 holla. Let's go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $3 holla. Yes, sir. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. J-Rod is due for a homer at some point in this series. He hit the Schmidt out of that one. He did. Bird Gang in the building. What's good? Ryan, send me a message on Instagram or Twitter/X, and then I can send you a link or I can point you to the right direction. I got you, my guy. And this will be the easiest route for you guys to be able to make the finals. You guys have not really been tested at all. And hopefully we end up getting the Celtics and the T-Wolves, because if you end up getting the Mavericks and the Pacers, I don't think anyone on planet Earth is going to watch. So we'll see if they cater to that particular matchup, because that's going to make them more money, and that's also going to be a better matchup. But if it ends up being the Timberwolves and the Celtics, no guarantee that Boston wins. It could go Boston in 6, Boston in 7, or it can go T-Wolves in 6, T-Wolves in 7. It'll be very interesting on how that plays out. All right, I'm going to message you back. And then you should be able to watch everything there, Ryan. I got you, man. That's what I typically use as well when I don't have it, through Comcast, or if I'm going through the TNT.com through the Comcast. Sometimes you'll have different links and whatnot, but that one's the most reliable. Pitch is inside to Julio, and Julio gets a walk, baby. Let's go. Nice job, Julio. Next up, one of the Mariners that's really gaining ground for Seattle, left fielder Luke Raley. And this was one of the trades that Seattle actually won. Jose Caballero is actually doing decent for the Tampa Bay Rays, but Luke is a perfect fit, for this team. And it's just nice that, he started off a little slow, but we're starting to see that potential, that maybe some of the people in the front office saw by trading for Luke Raley. And hopefully this consistency can stay. And it's not going to be like just like a wham bam, thank you, ma'am, and just like a little bit of a hot streak, and then he ends up going south. Hopefully, it ends up being something consistent. Great to see him batting over 300, 308, 3 home runs, 11 ribbies, and he's been hitting for 3 hit games in the last 14. Not many players on the Mariners can say that. That's like Ichiro kind of numbers. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Luke. 2-0 Mariners. I mean, and especially after only winning 1 game out of 3, against the Baltimore Orioles, and we had to come back in that one. Otherwise, we would have got swept. It felt really good to have that comeback victory last night. One of the best comebacks I've seen in my life. And, Mariners or not Mariners, that was amazing. And we're starting off hot here with a 2-0 lead, but we still got a long ways to go. But if we end up winning here tonight, there is going to be a very good chance that we could win 3 out of 4. But it's also very possible we win the first 2 and Yankees win the last 2. That could happen too. I don't think any team is going to end up sweeping, but if we win the first 3 games, there is a chance the brooms could come out. But I would be very, very shocked if that happened. And I think a lot of teams would be on notice. But again, it would have been much better if we could have won 2 out of 3 against Baltimore and won another series. But again, Baltimore is one of the best teams in baseball like New York, and it's never going to be easy against teams like that. Top of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Schmidt throw to first, safe on Julio. 2 outs, 1-2 count to Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Absolutely. Also reflect, I went and I was doing some deep diving and digging on stats about Cal Raleigh, and remember how I was kind of like complaining that I thought he needed to be better at throwing guys out. So I went back and looked at all the statistics from last year. He actually was number 1 in homers, right, and power hitting out of all catchers, Cal Raleigh last year. And he actually was number 1 on throwing guys out last year out of all qualified catchers. So I guess maybe I have high standards, and there's a lot of, when you watch every single game, and you see opportunities that are missed, maybe those are the plays that I remember more than the ones that he actually throws guys out. But it just seems like this year he's even more sharp than he was last year, because hell, if he was number 1 last year, it didn't feel like it. I thought maybe top 5 or top 10 for catchers. I did not think number 1 based off qualified stats. And then this year, it seems like, the arm strength and then the position of the baseball, and also making sure you have a qualified shortstop or second baseman to catch Cal's throws, to make the tags on the runners that are trying to steal bags, has been critical this year. And, Cal is definitely one of the top 5 catchers in baseball. And you could argue he might be top 3. He came into the league right away, and we already knew he was top 10 as a switch hitter, power hitter. But again, when we had Tom Murphy, there was moments where Cal and Eugenio Suarez, they struggled, and it took them a long time to get going, almost midsummer, before they really got into their groove, right? And I know that's why you like Tom a lot more than Cal, because he was able to get on base, and he gave you that spark and that energy for the Mariners, right? And we don't got Tom Murphy anymore, but nice to be able to see Cal elevating. And the number 1 thing I like about Cal Raleigh the most is his leadership. If we didn't have a catcher like Cal Raleigh, our pitchers wouldn't be as good, and this team overall wouldn't be as good. So to me, the most valuable player on the team is Cal Raleigh. They'll say, oh, Julio Rodriguez and, some of these other pitchers like Logan Gilbert. Those guys are great, right? But again, without Cal, at catcher, and for his leadership to make sure that the starting pitching staff, when he's catching for them, that they don't lose confidence in themselves, and also being a leader of the team. I think that a lot of Mariner fans don't realize how many things that Cal is doing for this particular roster, not only in 2024, but moving forward. Let's go. I don't know. It's just based on some of the stats that I ended up seeing, maybe on certain categories, he was 3rd. But based on whatever metric stat that I saw, based on, the catching, it showed him that he was in 1st. Now, is it every, statistical category as throwing guys out? I don't know. I don't know if it was American League guys that he was, throwing out, or National League. But whatever it was, it said that he was number 1 in power, and then number 1 at throwing guys out, based on whatever statistics, they had linked to that particular post. So, but we'll take it. First second, third, whatever it is. Fantastic to see out of Cal Raleigh. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. Oswaldo Cabrera in the box. Dominic Canzone. Are you kidding me? Dominic Canzone, let's go. Let's go, baby. Man, he is diving out there. And both of those diving grabs would easily have been doubles or triples. Way to be in the zone, Dominic Canzone. Nice job. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Next up for the Yankees, the former Padre center fielder, Trent Grisham. No problem, Ryan. I got you, brother. Yeah, but you got to think about offense and defense. You know what I mean? Like Julio is the most popular name, right? You know, and obviously JP is one of the leaders in the clubhouse. But I think Cal, you know, you got to understand it's not only, you know, the responsibility of catching, you know, but also bringing confidence to the pitchers every single game. And then also being a switch hitter and having the responsibility of throwing guys out. Cal's got more on his plate than any player on the roster. Oh, Cal! Oh, they say they can't play it off the screen. Ah, golly. He almost had that one. But again, you know, I think that we can win easier, you know, when JP is out of the lineup rather than Cal out of the lineup. Because we already have proven that when, you know, JP is out or struggling or Julio is out, you know, struggling, you know, we can still find ways to win, but it's tough. But, you know, when you don't have Cal Raleigh there, it's going to make it, because if Cal's not playing, then you got like Sebi Zavala. We don't even have Tom Murphy. And there's a big drop off, you know, offensively and defensively and leadership when you go from Cal to, you know, and again, Cal is like, you know, a catcher. So it's like an offensive lineman, you know, or someone on defense, an underrated player that doesn't get enough love and appreciation. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. 1-2 count from Wu to Trent Grisham. There we go. Another K for Brian Wu. There we go, baby. Nice job, Brian. Keep it going, baby. Brian, woo! Let's go. Keep it moving, guy. Now at the top of the order, Anthony Volpe. Let's go, baby. And I like the way that Wu has been pitching right out of the gates after the injury, and he finally made his debut in 2024. You know, Logan Gilbert has had a couple rough outings in his last 2 or 3 outings. Luis Castillo kind of hit or miss. Started off the year 0-4 and has gotten a little bit better, but kind of shaky the last couple starts. And then Bryce Miller and George Kirby have really been hit or miss, and it seems like it's been more miss than hit as of late. So this is nice to be able to see Brian Wu having this success because we're going to need it. And again, some of the pitchers are going to be good and then they're going to, you know, dip a little bit. So it's always nice to have a guy that we can count on in the 5-hole. Bring that extra oomph to the lineup. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Seattle. 1 for 5 this series for Anthony Volpe. Let's go, baby. O2 pitch. Chopper. JP. Off the one bounce to France. Got him. Let's go. No, Wu's been pretty good. I mean, last year when we started him in the 5-hole, that's supposed to be your 5th best pitcher. There's not a whole lot of expectations for your 5th best pitcher. You know, you just hope that they play well, but most teams don't have a good 5-hole pitcher. Hell, most teams don't even have a good 4-hole pitcher. A lot of teams in Major League Baseball, maybe they have a 1 and then a 2 and then maybe a 3, But normally the 4 and the 5 is a huge drop off. But the Mariners, we have one of the top 3 or top 5 pitching staffs overall. So that's why, we have a little bit of a luxury compared to most teams that literally every single pitcher, from Luis Castillo to George Kirby to Bryce Miller to Logan Gilbert to Brian Wu, all of them have the ability to get 10 Ks, 10 strikeouts in a game. And I don't think there's another pitching staff 1 through 5 that can say the same. You might have 3 guys that can get 10 or maybe 4, but most teams aren't going to have 5, and we're one of the blessed teams that has that. And, Wu was young, early on, and then, again, he started off the year on the injured list, just like he did last year. Emerson Hancock was a first-round draft pick from Georgia, and he's just not ready. And, again, there was a couple games where he played okay, and then a couple where he just looked terrible, and he got roughed up. So this is a nice outing so far for Brian Wu. And right now with Wu, again, pretty good record to start off since he missed a good chunk of the year. Brian Wu, 1-0 record with an ERA of .93, which is spectacular. Again, there's going to be some pitchers that have ERAs of 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're under a run, and that's not going to stay like that the whole year. Eventually it'll go up to 2 or 3, but if we can keep that ERA under 4, for our 5th best pitcher, that's going to be a good sign moving forward. Scotty Mack in the building. What's good? Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Cal? Grisham with a nice catch, 1 away. Next up, in the zone, right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Let's go, baby. And I love the effort that you're showing on defense. I love two-way players, guys that will sacrifice their body, and again, a guy that can come up clutch for big home runs, and that is Dominic Canzone. Great to have you back from the injury, just like J.P. Crawford. Let's go. But Wu was, there was moments where, Wu struggled early in games, but not every game, but there was some moments that he did struggle, but so did Emerson Hancock. So, but again, you could say the same for any pitcher we've had. Like Luis Castillo was our number 1, and he started off 0-4. That's unheard of. That never happens. When your number 1 pitcher starts off the year with 4 losses and no wins. So, again, we got a lot of talent, but again, we just have to be able to get the run support to help out these pitchers that we have. Every guy is capable for 10 Ks, but also every pitcher is capable of giving up 10. That's a fact. And a lot of times we're not giving up a whole lot of run support for these pitchers. We need to get to 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And unfortunately, sometimes the Mariners will have great pitching and have 10 Ks, but we only score a run, and then we end up losing 3-1. So it ends up being like all for nothing. So it definitely has to be a collective team effort here. Top of the 4th, 2-0 Mariners. Did he go? No, he did not. 3-2 count on Dominic Canzone. Yeah, probably Hancock, but there was some starts last year where Wu looked like shit, where he gave up a shitload. But again, even our quote-unquote best pitcher, Logan Gilbert, has given up 5 runs in the first inning. So, it happens. Sometimes it's just shitty pitching, shitty location, and sometimes you just got to give credit to the other team that they're just really good that particular day, and they're just hitting the shit out of that guy. So, a lot of times it's, a number of factors. Next up, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. Let's go, baby. Top of the 4th, 1 out, 2-0 Mariners. And if you're just tuning in, man, 1 hit for the Yankees so far, which is surprising. Brian Wu doing a great job as our 5th best pitcher. 2 runs, 2 hits. Dylan Moore homered to left, 386 feet. Rojas scored in the top of the 3rd, which gives us a 2-0 lead. Let's go, Ty. Pitch is inside. 2-0 count. But one thing that both of these teams have in common, both of them underachieved last year. And again, there was some injuries last year to Aaron Judge and the pitching staff, and it seems like they have fixed some of those issues that they had. And also it helps when you bring in a guy like Juan Soto. And then, like I said, for the Mariners, in the first 60 games, we only had one player that was batting over 300 in Jared Kelenic. And the only other good player that was consistent for us at the beginning of the season was Paul Sewald, the closer. So again, major improvements have been made for both of these rosters, and that's why both teams are in first place in their respective divisions so far here in 2024. Top of the fourth, 1 out, 2-0 Seattle. Schmidt on the mound. France pops one back, 3-2 count. Count is full. Let's go, baby. Three-two, chops it foul. I don't know what's more surprising right now, that Dylan Moore hit that home run or that Brian Wu is on a one-hitter right now going into the 5th inning or bottom of the 4th here, shortly. Go, Ty. Little chopper toward second base. Force out to second. Double play. Got it. T. France hitting into a DP there. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0 Mariners. Next up for the Yankees, 0 for 1 with a K, right fielder Juan Soto. Batting second, DHing for the Yankees, 0 for 1, Aaron Judge. And batting third, 0 for 1, the former Red Sox left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Nice that Wu dominated, not only last time, but then today. George Kirby is from New York, and he usually doesn't have that same type of success. I feel there's a lot of pressure, and, every once in a while you're going to get a good performance from George in his hometown in New York, but I feel like the last couple, he's gotten kind of fucked up. But again, this Yankee roster is incredible, so it's not going to be easy to get, wins on this team, let alone runs or hits. It's awesome to be able to see Brian Wu having this type of success. And hell, depending on what happens, as the year goes on, maybe Wu will turn himself into the second best pitcher in the rotation or third. It's possible. The way that we've seen George Kirby with the injury to his knee, and well as Bryce Miller, those guys have been very hit or miss. Castillo started off shitty, and then he's been a little bit better as of late, but still sometimes inconsistent, right? And then Logan Gilbert is our best pitcher, but the last 2 or 3 starts have not been kind to him. So I'm really excited to be able to see this energy out of Brian Wu. Keep it going, my guy. Even Ric Flair loves it. Let's go. Take a look to see where we're at on the likes, how close we are to 15. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. All right, where are we at? All right, we need 4 more to get to 15. So if you haven't smashed the like button, we just got someone to do that right there. Appreciate you. 3 more to get to 15, 8 more to hit the goal for the night. Juan Soto behind in the count, 0-2. Pitch is inside. 1-2 count. 286 average, 171 home runs, 520 ribbies, 827 hits in Juan Soto's career. I like the sidearm delivery as well. Like, I don't know what it is. He's just got the swagger and the confidence, and I really do like Woo's delivery, compared to a lot of the other guys in the starting lineup. Castillo has a certain type of look, right? Miller and obviously Kirby have a certain type of look when they're on the mound. Kirby is probably the least threatening on the mound when you see his delivery. His is all about location. Castillo, Miller, and Woo are going to be throwing heaters, right? And then Gilbert, he's not really elite at anything, but he's just really, really good at everything. And I feel like with Woo, you get a little bit of, a little bit of firepower, like with Castillo and Miller, but maybe the location is a little bit better than those guys. And sometimes the miles per hour isn't going to be as high as Miller and Castillo, and maybe that's a part of it. Not trying to pitch 95 to 100 and pitching 90 to 96 is a little bit more touch on Woo. Chris in the building. What's good, brother? Reflect for the $5. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks with little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Appreciate you. All right, no problem. I hope you feel better as well, and have a great rest of your day. And if I see you later on the stream, awesome. If not, I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Game number 3 in the set will be on at 4 o'clock Pacific time, just like it was on Monday and Tuesday today. Yeah, let them know. Big swing and a miss on Aaron Judge. See you later. Wow. Aaron Judge, sit down. Unbelievable. Brian Woo. Brian. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, Chris, that was probably one of the best comebacks I've seen in Mariner history, to be honest. It was awesome. There we go, baby. When you're striking out guys like Aaron Judge, things are going good. So Schmidt has got 5 Ks. Woo has just tied him with 5 Ks, and his ERA now is .68. Let's go. That's my guy, baby. Too bad we didn't have Woo to start off the season. Makes you kind of wonder, if we didn't have Emerson Hancock and we had Brian Woo, how many more wins do we have at this point? Maybe a couple more? Maybe we're closer to 30 wins than 26 if Woo starts the year. Possible. Next up in the box with a .253 average, 5 home runs and 24 ribbies in 2024, former Red Sox, Alex Verdugo. Slicing right in between Luke Raley and Julio. Stand up double. Get it, Julio. Jesus Christ. 1 for 3. Safe. Another bobbled ball by Julio Rodriguez. Focus, my guy. You did it yesterday, and now you're doing it again. What is going on? I mean, I get it with like fly balls. You're good. No fly zone and robbing home run. But, I mean, when the ball is on the ground, can we pick it up properly? Like, let Luke Raley get the ball, or whoever, whoever's out there, in left field. Let Luke Raley and Dominic Canzone get the ball. Let's not have Julio touch the baseball when it's on the ground, because it seems like every time he touches the baseball, something bad happens. Pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang, $10 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos, either now, if you have to leave, and I can always get them to you later when you come back, or tomorrow. You just let me know, and I got you. Whatever works best for you and your schedule. Thank you so much, Megan. I appreciate you. GOAT status. Bottom of the 4th, 2-0 Mariners. Shout out to Reflect and Megan for holding it down. Runner at third. 2 outs, 1-1 count to Anthony Rizzo. Rojas is there, but it just goes foul off the net. 217 average, 5 for 23 with runners in scoring position. Tonight, he is 0 for 1. Okay. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. Runner at third. Should be a runner at second, but I wonder if they charged Julio with an error. I believe they did. Let me see. Yep. 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error. Come on, Julio. Megan with a doll hair. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $1 holla. I'll get some photos queued up for you here in a second. Rizzo chops it foul. 25, 75 to go. Pitch is inside. 2-2 count. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Seattle. Runner at third, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is inside towards the knees. Full count, 3-2 count. No walks, Blue. Let's go, baby. Time is called. Three-two pitch, chop foul. Brian Woo's family is there. Great to see his mom and dad there at the game. 3-2 pitch from Woo. Chopper. Easy routine play to first. There we go. Leave that runner stranded. Brian Woo, baby. Let's go. Get some photos up here for Megan. Anything else that you want to see reflect throughout the stream, let me know. I got you. End of the fourth inning, 2-0 Mariners. Look at that handsome guy. If you haven't watched Foul Out on Amazon Prime, do it. You'll thank me later. Me and Megan will give it 10 out of 10. We'll probably give it 11 out of 10. It is good. Might end up being the best video game crossover to series ever. Now, and again, if I didn't think it was that good, I wouldn't say something like that, but it is fantastic. Next up for the Mariners here in the top of the fifth, 0 for 1, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. Batting second, 1 for 1 with a run. Third baseman, Josh Hollywood Rojas. One more hit will get him above 300 again. Let's go Hollywood. And batting third, the hero for tonight, second baseman with a 2-run homer, Demo Dylan Moore. And unfortunate news about one of our boys, Sam Haggerty, tore his Achilles a couple nights ago. He's out for the year. They got him down in AAA, and he ended up running into a wall and tearing his Achilles. So hopefully Sam Haggerty will be able to rehab and be okay for next season. But again, at least we got guys like Demo in the lineup, and we'll have to see if Jonathan Clase or someone else, depending on if there's room. If Dominic Canzone keeps playing like this with Luke Raley in the outfield, and also you got Haniger that might end up going to DH or having to have, battle for some playing time. He might not even see Jonathan Clase as long as we're getting good results out of Dirty Dom and Luke Raley. Now we just got to get Julio up to speed and stop having all these freaking errors. Let's go, baby. Some of these photos here make some more room, and I'll get making a few more. Once we get into commercial break, hope you enjoyed those. There we go. Above 500. I'm trying to think about, well, if you're going to be above 500, that's like percentage-wise. So, again, it's like, if you have 10 wins and 10 losses, that's like 500, 50%, right? So you're having 50% wins, 50% losses, but 500. So again, if you can end up being above 500, let's say you have 11 wins and 10 losses, it's important to stay above 500. So that means that you have a winning record compared to 500 record means that you have the same amount of wins and losses, 10 wins, 10 losses, for example. And then if you have 9 wins and 10 losses, right, that means you're under 500. So keeping yourself above 500 as a team, win-loss record-wise, very crucial. Otherwise, you're going to be a bad team, if that makes sense. Top of the fifth, runner at first, Hollywood Josh Rojas in the box. And again, if you're playing baseball and you're a hitter, if you're batting under 100, that is terrible. If you're batting in the hundreds, it's bad. If you're batting in the 200s, depending on where you're at, 200 to 250, it's not great, but it's not, good either. And then if you're batting 260 to 300, that's kind of the standard. And then if you're batting 300 to 400, you're the man. You're doing something really, really special. But again, not a lot of players are able to bat above 300 for a whole season, at least nowadays. Pitching has gotten better, and with some of the rule changes, with the pitch clock and no shifting, it definitely is benefiting the pitchers rather than the hitters. Top of the fifth, 2-0 Seattle, runner at first. Schmidt almost done with his run, 87 pitches in, 2-2 count to Hollywood Josh Rojas. Let's go Hollywood. Big swing and a miss, struck him out. And Hollywood Rojas was our best player, just like Jared Kelenic was last year. But again, he has fallen into a little bit of a slump. Again, I think going into the game, he only had 2 hits out of his last 26 at-bats. But again, got a hit just recently here tonight. But again, at this point right now, Hollywood Josh Rojas now is 1 for 2. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman with that homer, Demo Dylan Moore. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Baseball and dog. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the compliment. Go M's. Popped up for Demo. And even though Demo is batting .232 for the season, 5 home runs, 17 ribbies. He actually has been very hot as of late, and it's nice to be able to see guys where we don't really know what we're going to have in you, and then they end up surprising you. Hollywood Josh Rojas is one of those guys. Demo is one of those guys. Luke Raley is one of those guys, and now as of late, Dominic Canzone is one of those guys. Pitch is inside. 1-2 count. Angela in the building. What's good? Top of the 5th, 2-0 Seattle. And if you're just tuning in, it's been, not a whole lot of production so far. Demo pops it up. Routine play for the Yankees. 2 away. And 3 guys kind of converge into that pop-up. But right now it's 2-0 Mariners. The Mariners only have 3 hits total. The Yankees have 2. We have an error by Julio in the outfield. And in the top of the 3rd, Demo hit homer to left 386 feet. And Rojas scored to give us the 2-0 lead. Next up for the Mariners, welcome back, shortstop J.P. Crawford. And it's probably going to take them a few games to get back into the swing of things. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. We're at 25, 75 to go. Like, sub, comment, donate, share, help your boy out. And let's see where we're at on the likes, how close we are to 20. JP, there we go, JP. Nice little dribbler there past the 3rd baseman. I'll take that. Runners at 1st and 2nd. There we go. Nice job, JP. Next up for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez, 0 for 1 with a base on ball. Where are we at on likes now? Still need quite a few more. We're at 13, 2 more to get to 15, 7 more to get to 20. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got 29 people total watching, about half on the YouTube side and the other half on Twitter/X. 7 more to hit the goal. 75 more to hit the goal. Let's go. And like I mentioned on every stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, depression, addiction, anxiety. These are things that a lot of us are going through on the daily. So make sure that you are taking the proper precautions each day to make sure that you can win the day. Listen to music, go for a walk, right? Exercise, spend time with pets and friends. Making minor adjustments to your daily routine will make you have positive things to look forward to in your routine to help you win the day. Big fact. Clark Schmidt running out of gas here. 5-1 record with a 2.49 ERA. Clark Schmidt, 4.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, 94 pitches in for Clark Schmidt. First pitch to Julio, inside about a foot off the plate, called a strike, 0-1 count. Come on, Julio. Big swing and a miss. Garbage pitch outside that he chases all the time, behind in the count 0-2. And again, if it was Ichiro or Tony Gwynn or Pete Rose or one of those type of guys where it's 0-2 and you don't have to worry. But again, when it's Julio 0-2, you can almost guarantee that something good is not going to happen. Now, can he end up getting on base on the 0-2 count? Yeah, he can. But I feel that he puts himself in bad pitch counts more than any other player in Major League Baseball. It's a lot of pressure, especially when you're slumping, and almost every count is 0-2. Either you swing or don't swing at the first pitch, you foul off the second pitch, or you swing and you miss, and then all of a sudden you're in the 0-2 and you're behind in the count. He doesn't have the discipline to be able to get out of a 0-2 count, at least not yet in this early part of his career. Pitch is high on the corner, but called ball, shoots the count. problem, man. Again, I've gone through a lot of those things. And so, sometimes you just got to make those minor adjustments. And the hardest thing in life is to be able to hold yourself accountable and do things that you may not want to do. But once you start doing them on a regular basis, it's not that bad. Like again, when I started walking with Paisley, we did 1 walk a day, then we did 2. Now I'm doing 3, and I've been doing 3 walks a day for 30 to 45 minutes each for about a year. But again, it was a little tough to start off, but now I look forward to it. And it's one of my favorite things to do with Paisley on going on adventures with her. And so if you can just, find things that can bring you joy, and, again, exercising by yourself is tough, but if you have a pup, take the pup with you. Dogs need a lot of exercise, and there's nothing better that a dog loves besides food and sleeping, going for a walk with their owner. Big facts. Top of the 5th, 2-0 Seattle. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 3-2 count to Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. J-Rod, little dribbler. Wow, right in front of the second base bag. Easy out there. Julio sits down. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-0 Mariners. Squeezing a couple photos more here for Megan. A lot of OTAs and a lot of practices and whatnot. People getting acclimated with their new team. Rookies taking pictures, in full uniform. See if I can sprinkle in a few more. See who's up here for the New York Yankees here in the bottom of the 5th. Next up for the Yankees, 1-for-1 catcher Austin Wells. Batting second in the order this inning, second baseman Gleyber Torres. And batting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Sometimes you just got to be able to find the right people to hang out with. Not every, party friend is a true friend. Sometimes it's just acquaintances and people that you can party with. But when it comes down to if you ever have a problem or if you need help, can you count on those party friends to bail you out? If you need help, like if you need a ride or you need picked up or you need a favor, a lot of those type of friends you can't count on. So sometimes, you got to walk away from the party friends and that party scene and try to spend some time with better influences, and cutting back, on the drinking and the partying sometimes can be a real eye-opener for people, especially if they've been doing it every day or a lot in a short period of time. Big swing and a miss for Austin Wells. Brian Wu got him. There we go. That's my guy. Nice job, Brian. Mariner Moose loves that. Another K for Brian. Woo! Let's go. Nice job, Brian. 6 Ks for Clark Schmidt. 6 Ks for Brian Wu. Let's go, baby. Next up in the Yankee lineup, Gleyber Torres. Pops one back, foul. Finding the count 0-1. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Just a few more likes to hit the goal to get to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And if you're on the Twitter/X side, hop on to the YouTube side. You can comment on this side, and you can also smash the like button. And if you choose to, you can always donate from here as well. Help your boy out. 220 average, 2 home runs, 11 ribbies for Gleyber Torres in 2024. So far, 0 for 4 this series. Let's make it 0 for 5. Popped up. Should be a routine play here for the Mariners. There we go. Julio. 2 away. Good defense there by Julio. I'm glad no one ran into each other. Next up is Oswaldo Cabrera. Oh for 1 with a line out in the third for Oswaldo. Oh, 1 pitch, fouled off. Behind in the count, 0-2. 254 average, 4 home runs, and 20 ribbies in 2024. All right, no problem. Love you. Appreciate you. Hope you feel better. Hope you can get your work done. And hopefully I'll see you later before the stream ends in about an hour. If not, I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Chop foul. Count remains 0-2. Appreciate you. Let's go. 6K, $6, baby. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little cactus jack. Bang, bang, baby. Bang, bang. You know it, baby. Appreciate you, Brian. Woo, woo, woo. Let's go. And that's great for Brian Woo's confidence, you know. And in all honesty, the way that Luis Castillo, Bryce Miller, and George Kirby have pitched, you could argue, as of right now, Logan Gilbert might be our number 1. But I think for the number 2 spot, out of the 5 pitchers, you could argue that Brian Woo might be our second best pitcher right now. You know, obviously Logan Gilbert has struggled in his last couple starts, but he's got a pretty good resume up to this point. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, I guess you could technically say Brian Woo is the best pitcher right now on the staff in the 5-hole based on his limited starts. You know, he hasn't really gotten roughed up yet, you know, and all the other starting pitchers have, but they've played more games. So we'll see where it goes. But I like what I'm seeing out of Brian Woo. Little dribbler towards first. Got him. I mean, how many people thought a 5-hole pitcher would give up 2 hits? Let's be honest. He's being awesome, man. He is awesome. What do you want to do for photos? Let me know. A little Brian Woo, woo, woo. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 2 with a K in the top of the 6th. Left fielder, Luke Raley. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K. Catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a base on ball and a K. A guy that is fantastic in the no-fly zone and can hit clutch homers and RBIs. In the zone, Dominic Canzone. Let's go. Amazing. Good stat. And like I said, between the two of us, I know we're going to be looking at a lot of stats, you know, from this year, last year, the year before. Now, sometimes you got to double check on references, you know, if it's not coming from like Baseball Reference or someone that is reliable. Sometimes we'll end up seeing stats on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter just from a fan. And sometimes I got to double check that information to make sure it's true, because I feel that a lot of us, as soon as we see information, we assume it's true. But not everything is true on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. But I feel that just the way our brains are, you know, are kind of wired to work, anytime that we see something on social, we just assume it is true. You know, even though we know not everything that we read is true. Facts. Brian Woo, baby. Woo! Woo! Get some Brian Woos up here for reflect. Luke Raley in the box. And we'll even hit you Brian Woo in college, baby. It's a Woo party, baby. Let's go. And honestly, Brian Woo is so good. You know, who's to say that he has to stay in the 5-hole his whole career? I mean, if he keeps playing well, we could move him up. You know, like I wouldn't mind moving the order around a little bit. You know, again, they had Luis Castillo as our number 1, and he started off the year 0-4. You know, and again, I know they have their kind of set rotation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you know, who's to say that Brian Woo is actually the 5th best pitcher in the 5-hole? I mean, kind of looking like he's not the 5th best. That he might be much better than we think. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. 305 average, 3 homers, and 11 ribbies in the last 14 games. He's got 3 games of 3 hits or more, and he's facing, obviously not tonight to get 3 hits. He's 0 for 2, but if we're lucky, we might be able to, you know, make this a 2 for 4 kind of day. Come on, Luke. Definitely one of the trades that we feel, at least at this point, that we won. Trading Luke Raley to the Tampa Bay Rays for Jose Caballero, which we, you know, didn't really need. Yes, we've been doing pretty damn well, you know, with the minor league system in the drafting. Wow, he barely got to first. 1 away. Good thing he didn't step on his foot. We don't want to have any other injuries there. One of our studs. It's okay, Luke. Let's take a look to see if he actually got there on time or not. No, he's out. Next up, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 2 with a K. Let's make it 1 for 3. Let's go, Cal. .220 average, 10 home runs, 25 ribbies here in 2024. Come on, baby. Let's go, big dumper. Pitches outside, 2-0 count. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. We need some more insurance. The closer to 5 that we get, the more confident that we're going to be. 2-0 pitch from Gonzalez to Raleigh. Top to foul. Sure. The John Gruden special. Pitch is low into the dirt. 3-2 count. Count is full. Spider 2 wild banana, baby. I'm all over it, baby. Three-two pitch to Raleigh. Popped up. Foul. What you know about the Spider 2 Y banana? Yeah, I doubt we're going to have Munoz tonight. I imagine it'll be probably Stanek or someone else. Big swing and a miss. 2 away. But you never know. Maybe Munoz will go back-to-back. It's possible. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the 6th with 2 outs, 0 for 1 with a base on ball and a K, and 2 big diving catches in the outfield that would have resulted in doubles or triples. Dominic in the zone, can zone. Get him a calzone or 2. Let's go. Go, Dirty Dom. Nice to have him back in the lineup. And to have him defensively as well. 1-0 pitch from Gonzalez to Canzone. Pitch in the zone for a strike, 1-1 count. Come on, Dom. One pitch. Pitch is in the zone, but low. 2-1 count. Yeah, that sac fly was clutch. Top of the 6th, 2-0 Seattle. Canzone popped up. Could be a routine play for New York, and it is. 3 up and 3 down. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. What else do you want to see for photos reflect? I got you. And if you're just tuning in to the stream right now, 4 hits total for the Mariners, 2 runs, 1 error. 0 runs, 2 hits for the Yankees. Brian Wu has been doing his thing. And in the top of the 3rd, Demo homered to left, 386 feet. And Rojas scored with him to give us the 2-0 lead. And that's pretty much the story of the day. After that big coming behind victory last night, being down 4-1 in the 9th, and coming back and winning 5-4 and scoring 4 in the top of the 9th to win the game. Let's go. Next up for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th, 0 for 1 with a K, center fielder Trent Grisham. Batting second, 0 for 2, shortstop Anthony Volpe. And batting third, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, right fielder Juan Soto. Yeah, that's pretty sweet to think that we got, pitchers like Emerson Hancock is a first rounder, and those guys are better than him, even though he was a first rounder. So it shows you can still find amazing talent, in the 5th and 6th round. Not everyone is going to be a Bryce Miller or Brian Wu, but nice to be able to see. And we have to be very thankful we got a catcher, as talented as Cal Raleigh to be able to help out the development of our pitchers with Castillo and Miller and Kirby, everyone in that, as well as Gilbert and Wu. So let's go. Jimmy Fallon there in the front row. Panthers and Rangers are going to be on tomorrow for the East Final in the NHL. And right now, the Celtics are up 39-33 versus the Pacers in the East Finals, Game 1. So we're going to be doing the Mariners and the Yankees today. Mariners and Yankees tomorrow, same time, same place. And then the Mariners play on Thursday in the morning. So we're not going to do the Mariner game Thursday morning because it's on at 9:30. It's literally the first game of the day. But we are going to do an NHL playoff game. We're going to end up doing the Edmonton Oilers versus the Dallas Stars at 5:30 p.m. on TNT on Thursday. And then we'll get back into the Mariners on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Damn right. Brian Wu, let's see here. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 6 Ks. I think the thing that's so amazing right now is that he's got no walks. George Kirby is known as a guy that never walks anybody. But again, for a guy that's in the 5-hole, that's coming off the injury, but actually had some pretty good starts. They took him out early in the 4th and 5th inning in his first start for precautionary. Came out in his second start, got the win. He's looking nice, and I'm very excited to see the development of Brian Wu. Wu, Demo to tie France, 1 away. There we go. But again, when you got the Ks and you got no walks, things are probably going pretty good for your starting pitcher. Schmidt, 4.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and 6 Ks with 100 pitches, right? And then you got Brian Wu, who's not 5-1, who doesn't have an ERA of 2.50 or under. Right now his ERA is 0.60 with 6 Ks tonight. I love it. Let's go. Came into the game with a 0.93 ERA, under 1, and now he's at 0.60. I mean, Brian Wu might not be Shota Imanaga from the Chicago Cubs. He's got an ERA of 1 or under 1 pretty much the whole season, and he might end up being Rookie of the Year or one of the guys that will be battling for it. But, hey, we got an Asian sensation of our own in Brian Wu. 0-1 pitch to Volpe. Big swing and a miss. Finding the count now 0-2. Go Wu. Making the Yankees look foolish. And is it crazy for me to have so much confidence, since I've seen Brian Wu in these last 3 starts, that Logan Gilbert has struggled in his last couple starts. I can't trust Bryce Miller and George Kirby right now, as they're just not really playing consistent. And obviously Kirby's got the knee issue. Castillo, I still can't trust. Even though he started off the year 0-4 and has been better in the second half of those starts. But at this point, is Brian Wu the most trustworthy guy on the roster? You could argue he is, based on his 3 starts that he's had. Another K for Brian Wu. 7 Ks for Wu, huh? Nice job, Brian. Woo! But again, we're going to have to see more starts, by the time, Wu gets to, let's say, his 7th start, and then let's say by the 7th start, he's 6-1, then we're going to say he's the best pitcher, depending on what happens with Gilbert and Castillo and Kirby and Miller. But, at that point, it's undeniable. Right now, he's early, we still got to see more. And, but again, so far, looking pretty fucking fantastic, if you ask me. Reflect with a 7 for the 7 Ks. I love it, baby. Thank you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Brian. Woo! Let's go. Thank you so much. Little check swing for Juan Soto there. Because I don't care what kind of expectations that you had for Brian Wu coming into the game, but at this point, he's doing much, much better. This is almost like a dream come true after, the win that we had last night. And you got to think the win that we had last night is definitely going to carry over to some of these players, including Brian Wu, emotionally. To be down 4-1 and to come back 5-4, that's going to give anybody a little bit of energy and a boost, a little bit extra swagger on the mound. And we're seeing it here tonight. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 7 Ks. My guy. 0.57 ERA. Soto popped up to Julio. Let's go. Spectacular performance. Much better than Brian Wu's rookie year. Obviously, we knew there was going to be some ups and some downs. But again, thank God we didn't trade Brian Wu away in the offseason. We didn't trade away Logan Gilbert. We have to keep this pitching staff content and strong. And I love what I'm seeing here. Isn't that wild? Yeah. Nice to be able to see the family, like, being able to cheer him on and actually having a good performance instead of him getting roughed up, and getting like 1K and giving up like 10 fucking runs. So awesome. And again, there's got to be a little bit of a carryover effect with the Yankees. They might be pissed and they might be mad that they ended up losing game 1, right? But again, that was an emotional win for the Mariners. And, sometimes that will carry over. Uncle Mo and that momentum sometimes will carry over for an inning, sometimes a couple innings, couple games. And that's what we're starting to see. And, I don't know if we're going to be able to sweep the Yankees, let alone win this game. But so far, so good for the Seattle Mariners. Let's go to the top of the 7th, baby. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Thank God they didn't trade Miller, Wu, or Gilbert, because those were the guys that they were thinking of possibly getting rid of. That would, and again, even if we were able to get competent hitters, I would rather have the pitching staff than necessarily have a guy like Juan Soto. Well, we were never in the running for Juan Soto, but that's just like an example. Obviously Juan Soto has been doing great things for the Yankees with Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. But again, for the money that you're going to pay, it's much better to be able to keep guys, home. What guys that you draft. And out of the pitching staff, the only guy that we brought in was Luis Castillo from the Reds. Everyone else has been drafted or come up through the Mariners system, right? Logan Gilbert, George Kirby, Bryce Miller, and now Brian Wu. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 2 with a K, first baseman, Ty France. And as Santana coming into the game, now the Yankees are on their 3rd pitcher in desperation mode. More Wu. Boom, baby! Back. It's out of here, baby. 3-0 Mariners. Fuck yeah. We're winning this. We're winning this shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go. 3-0 Mariners. We ain't losing today, baby. No comebacks here for New York today. Let's go. Woo! 3-0. Mariners. Hell yeah. Ask and you shall receive. Hey, they listen. Trident's up, baby. Boom shakalaka. Fuck yeah. Next up for the Mariners, DHing for Seattle, Mitch Garver. And nice to be able to see Ty come up clutch for us in the last couple games. Some games Ty looks fantastic. Other games, he disappears, and again, it's just nice to be able to see. Garv, back. Off the wall. Holy shit, that almost was a homer. Garv, the second sliding in. Let's go. We're roughing up this pitcher. Let's go, baby. He almost hit another one back to back. Nice job. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Woo! We're getting an amazing performance out of Brian Wu and a lot of our hitters as well. Let's freaking go. Love it. Let's go, Hollywood. Top of the 7th, 3-0 Mariners with Mitch Garver at second. Miaches. Let's go. No Mitch Haniger today, but we don't need him, but we'll see. But again, honestly, if Haniger keeps on struggling, I wouldn't mind moving him to, competing for the DH spot and having Julio in center field, Dominic Canzone in right field, and Luke Raley in left field. I like Haniger, but again, it's all about who's producing, who gives us the best chance to win. And sometimes Haniger will be good, but we've also seen Haniger struggle as well. So You got to earn your spot. Anytime you can beat the Yankees, it's a good day. I don't care who you are, and what team you're rooting for. Anytime you can beat the Yankees, let alone when the Yankees are great and they're a first-place team. We needed this, too, considering we went 1 for 3 against the Orioles. But if we win here, right, we're going to have a good chance to win 3 out of 4. If we win tomorrow, hell, we might bring out the brooms and we might sweep, even though that last game is going to be on at 9:30 in the morning. Next up for the Mariners, second baseman who hit the 2-run homer, 230 average, 5 homers, 17 ribbies, Demo Dylan Moore. Woo! Let's go. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We still need a few more to be able to hit our goal. We're still, 5 away? Let's go. We're at 15. We need to get to 20. It'll help us out with the algorithm. So if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, half of the people are watching on Twitter/X. The other half are watching on YouTube. Help your boy out. 5 more likes to get to the goal. Help your boy out. Top of the 7th, 3-0 Mariners. There we go. Nice RBI for Demo. Garver's going to score. Let's go. Hell yeah. Pouring it on. 3 RBI night for Demo Dylan Moore. This is what I'm talking about, a team effort. 4-0 Mariners. Next up in the lineup, 1 for 3 with a K. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go. Trident's up, baby. Love it. And it shows you how important pitching is. We were able to get a couple runs, after, Clark Schmidt. And Clark Schmidt, again, was 5-1 going into this game. So it's not like we were playing a shitty pitcher. 5-1 record, 5 wins, 1 loss, with an ERA of 2.49. That's actually one of the best records and ERAs the Mariners have faced in 2024, right? And we were able to get a 2-run homer off of him. And Gonzalez and Santana, they don't know what to do at this point. Let's go. You probably should have stuck with Gonzalez instead of bringing Santana in, because Dennis is getting fucked up right now. 1-0 pitch to JP. Good eye. 2-0 count. Now, and then, this is the perfect scenario for Julio to homer, right? Because there's no pressure. Just like, when he got his second home run of the year, right? We're already up 4-0. We don't need you to hit the home run to be able to win the game. You can come up to the batter's box loose. Don't swing wildly at the first 2 pitches, and we might be able to get Julio to go yard, especially against this pitcher, Dennis Santana. We still got J.P. Crawford in the box, and we don't know what's going to happen here. But this would be a good scenario for Julio to possibly homer in his last 2 at-bats, one or the other. And if not today, in the series. No pressure. Up 4-0. Be loose. Get that monkey off your back. So that way, instead of pacing for 8 home runs for the season, you can be pacing for 12. Come on now. Slowly but surely. Dennis Santana, 2-1 pitch in the top of the 7th. Down 4-0 to Seattle. JP chops it foul. 2-2 count. We're at 38, $62 to hit the goal. And then after the Mariners play the Yankees for 2 more games after tonight on Wednesday and Thursday, then we have Friday off, and then we travel to D.C. and play the Washington Nationals. Top of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners. Runner at first, 2-2 pitch. We got, a balk? Uh-oh. We got a balk. Demo to second. Fans are starting to boo. They're not used to losing in New York. I don't blame them. Yeah, 77 pitches in with a .57 ERA. So I would assume that we're not going to see Brian Wu for the rest of the game, but it would be cool to see him keep going. I mean, technically, he could pitch the whole game. I mean, he's only at 77 pitches in. By the time he gets to a 90 to 100, it would probably end up being like the 9th inning. So, but again, they don't want to have him get hurt or anything. So. 4-0 Seattle. Come on, JP. 2-2 pitch. Tried to jam him, and he crushed that one foul. Julio on deck. So fresh and so clean. 2-2 pitch to JP. Popped up. Demo goes back to second base. Flied out to center. 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 2 with a base on ball. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up. Let's get that 3rd homer out of the way. Let's go. Right to the shortstop. We leave one stranded. 4-0 Seattle, but the damage has been done. Yeah. Yes. And brash, for that matter. Next up for the Yankees, 0 for 2 with a K. DHing for New York, Aaron Judge. Batting second, playing left field, 1 for 2, Alex Verdugo. And batting third, the former Cub, 0 for 2, first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Reflect, I got you if there's anything that you want to see. They should bring Wu back out. He's only 77 pitches in. ERA is .57. Have him go one more inning to see if he can go 10 Ks. If he can retire the side and get to 10. I'm not saying that he's got to go in the 8th and the 9th. That could be for someone else. But go for this. Middle of the 7th and then call it a day. Take a risk. As long as he doesn't injure his arm or, we're good. And hopefully Brian Wu will go out there for one more opportunity. He's at 7 Ks. He retires the side. And again, he can get to 10. And he still has a good chance. Even if he gets 1 K, it's 8, 2 is 9, 3 is 10. And it looks like they're going to keep him in. Let's go. Or maybe he's not going back out. Is he going to be out there or not? Did they replace him? "77 pitches in. Let him go back out. Six innings, 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks. That's really impressive. 7 strikeouts in 77 pitches. 15 of 20 first pitch strikes. 75%. Let's go. Ball to the pen. Gabe Spire, Pat McAfee lookalike in there. Woo! Damn it, I was hoping Brian would stay in there for a little bit longer. All right, come on, Gabe. Don't fuck this up for us. Pat McAfee's cousin. Pat McAfee's brother. Gabe Spire. Let's go. 15.2 innings for Bryan Woo. First 3 starts of the season. He's only given up 6 hits and 1 run in 3 starts. Let's go. Unbelievable. Next up for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. I was really hoping. They didn't update it on ESPN, and usually they're pretty fast on updating, if the pitcher is in or the pitcher is out. But, it would have been nice to see him go for this bottom of the 7th, just to give him a chance to get 8, 9, or 10 Ks, but hopefully Gabe does not fuck it up for us here. We need to make sure we have, good bullpen play. The last thing that we need is a Yankee comeback like we had against them last night. Next up in the box, Aaron Judge. All rise. Court is in session. Pitch is outside. 1-0 count to Aaron Judge. I'm impressed, man. I mean, like I said, that's one of the most memorable outings, for any pitcher, let alone the 5-hole pitcher that we've had this year. And going against the first place New York Yankees and, only giving up 2 hits and no walks. He's been lights out, man. "4-0 Seattle." God damn, it feels good. Especially, losing 2 out of 3 to the Baltimore Orioles. It feels really good that we didn't start off, 0-2 against the Yankees. Because if we would have lost the first 2 games, there would have been a good chance that we would have gotten swept or maybe only won 1 game out of 4. So nice to see that the Mariners can bounce back with some adversity against one really good team in the Baltimore Orioles and having to play another really good team in the New York Yankees. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners. 2-2 pitch from Spire to Judge. Pitch is outside. Count is full. 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. Judge chops it foul. Let him know. Right down the middle. Chop foul. Let him know, baby. Come on, Gabe. 3-2 pitch, and he walks Aaron Judge. First walk of the night. Come on, Gabe. Should have went with Bryan Woo. Woo wouldn't have walked him. I really do believe that Woo would have gotten 1, 2, or 3 Ks here in the bottom of the 7th. I don't think he would have given up a lot. I think that he was still locked in, even though he was tired. Next up, left fielder Alex Verdugo, the former Boston Red Sox. Fouled back, behind the count 0-1. Yankee fans going into this game after yesterday now feeling like this. Mariner fans, we feeling like this, baby. Let's go. No dirt to prove. Try to enter up. Bunt attempt for Verdugo. Behind in the count 0-2. Oh, that's a ball, 1-1. DJ in the building, what's good? Chop foul, 1-2 count to Verdugo. you guys smash that like button. Help your boy out. We're a few likes away from 20. Let's get there. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Okay, by Gabe's fire. Nice job, Gabe. Woo! We love that. Keep it moving. Next up for the Yankees, first baseman Anthony Rizzo. It's just nice to be able to be like a respectable team. And like I said, we're normally not in first place at this point of the season. And it's just nice for us to be able to compete with the big boys and know that we are one of the top 10 teams in baseball, right? You got the Yankees, you got the Orioles, you got the Mariners, you got the Rangers, you got the Guardians, the Royals, and Twins battling for position in the Central. Then you got the Braves, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Cubs, and the Brewers. So it feels really good to know that we can hang with anybody in baseball. And there might be some teams that we might only win one game out of 3, like we did with the Baltimore Orioles. But as long as we're not getting swept and we're winning a majority of series, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, we're doing our job. Nice job. Let's go. 8Ks for the night, $8. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little bit of cactus jack, bang, bang. Let's go. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Bringing that electricity to the lineup, Mariners. And let's be honest. You know, I feel like Pacific Northwest fans are the most battle tested. You know, I feel that we're really incredibly loyal. Damn it, hit Rizzo in the back. What the hell are you doing, Gabe? You know, but I feel that we've gone through a lot. I mean, how many fans could honestly say they could go with 20 years of not making the playoffs and still being hardcore for their team? Not many. It's a small percentage, that still have that love and that passion, that me and Reflect have. Now, was there moments where, we felt like giving up? Of course, but again, we are going to stick with our team through and through. And that's one thing that Pacific Northwest fans are known for, whether it's the Ducks, the Beavers, the Huskies, the Cougars, Blazers, the Seahawks, the Kraken, the Mariners. We are diehard, and we are going to give everything that we got. And there goes Gabe. Should have kept Brian Wu in the lineup. I had a feeling that when we brought Gabe in, that it wasn't going to be good, and it wasn't. And now we're giving the Yankees a chance to come back in this game with runners at first and second with 1 out. Still in a good position to get a DP, a double play. But I really think that we should have went with Wu for that half inning. And then after that, go with Gabe or Stanek or however you want to go. The guy had a point. What was his ERA? His ERA was .57, and he had 7 Ks, and there was no moment, and 77 pitches. There was no point in that where we thought, he threw 3 walks in a row. He's done. There was never a reeling point for Wu. But again, I know they want to keep him fresh and whatnot. But again, situational baseball. If the Yankees come back and win, we're going to be looking back at this particular inning where we should have went with Wu for this extra half inning. Now, next up, we got Giancarlo Stanton pinch hitting. Figured he would be coming in to the game at some point. And here he is. God damn it, Gabe. Should have kept Brian Wu in, baby. And who are we bringing in? Trent Thornton. All right. We got Trent Thornton going against Giancarlo Stanton. Hopefully it works out. Trent is kind of hit or miss as well. Come on, Trent. Come on, Trent. Double play action here. Let's go. Damn it, Gabe. Come on, Trent. Don't be like Gabe. Get out of this inning. It's right down the middle to Giancarlo Stanton. Could you imagine if he swung at that and homered, and all of a sudden it's 4-3, that they'd be pulling a comeback on us that we did to them last night? And I don't need a shutout. I'm not greedy. I'm incredibly happy right now that we're up 4-0. And again, if we end up squeaking it out and winning 4-3, so be it. But I would love for us to, win 4-0 or 4-1. But I'll take any kind of win that we can get. Pop up. Get it, Cal. Yes, sir. And he falls down. Telling you, man. Cal Raleigh, my guy. Great defense by my boy Cal. As he trips over the bat like they left it there on purpose to have him fall down. Like, what the hell is a bat doing on the ground right there? What if he would have rolled an ankle? Yeah, like, what is that doing there? Come on, man. Yankees just leaving equipment on the ground. What are the Yankees? The new Houston Astros? What was that? I've never seen that. Like, the players are responsible to be able to pick up the equipment. I've never seen equipment with a little piece that they use for the bat for the weight, on the ground next to the bat. There should be some kind of penalty for that. Yeah, automatic out. I agree, 100%. And imagine if Cal would have injured himself and we would have lost him. What would the Yankees say? Nothing. Pitch is high, 1-2 count. Fucking Yankees leaving equipment on the ground. What the hell was that? I've seen thousands of games and I've never seen that before. 1-2 pitch. Pitch is outside, 2-2 count to Gleyber Torres. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. We're a few more likes away from getting to 20. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got 31 people watching. And we still need 5 more people to smash the like button to get us to 20. Either people coming over from the YouTube side and doing it, or people from the Twitter side coming over to the YouTube side. 4 more to get to 20. Let's get there. We're at 16. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Mariners. Runners at first and second, 2 away, 2-2 count for Gleyber Torres. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Come on, Trent. Time is called. Pitch is outside, 3-2 count. Go, baby. Tight end's up. Focus. You can't have a walk here. Golly. Gleyber Torres, back. Come on. Golly. Well, should have went with Brian Wu. Fucking Trent, you idiot. Jesus Christ. And just like that lead that we worked so hard for Brian Wu to get with 1 pitch gone by Gleyber Torres. Exit velo 103.9. Unbelievable. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Nice job, Gleyber. Give you that electricity. Should have stuck with the guy that was hot. Should have never brought in Gabe Spires. Should have never brought in Trent Thornton. Should have just, rolled the dice with 76 pitches in and just went with, hell, even having Brian Wu pitch a complete game. That would have been better off than what we're seeing right now. Because even if Brian Wu pitched in the 7th and the 8th and the 9th, I highly doubt that we would be down or, at a point where we were only up by a run. And Brian's looking very confused out there, a little disgruntled after giving up that homer. Fucking Trent, idiot. Next to us, Oswaldo Cabrera. Julio's there. All right, now the damage is done, and now the Yankees actually can come back and win and come back like they did, like we did last night. It took us so much to get that lead, and then with one swing, it just disappeared. Unbelievable, man. So got work to do. Absolutely. End of the 7th inning, 4-3 Mariners. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with a K, left fielder Luke Raley. Batting second, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, catcher, big dumper, Raley. And batting third in the zone, right fielder, 0 for 2, base on ball with a K, in the zone, Dominic Canzone. Big Dom, let's go. Woo! As soon as he threw that pitch, I knew it was gone. I was like, fuck. I was right down the middle, too. Ay. Yeah. Yeah, my buddy here, he's like, man, hopefully we can score some more than 1-run lead versus them is nothing. I know. And of course we ended up having 2 guys on. So for him to be able to hit the 3-run homer, it's one thing to hit a solo dinger, fine, 4-1. But when then 2 guys are on, either getting hit by a pitch or a walk, and then all of a sudden one swing makes it 4-3, just devastating. But at least we still have the 1-run lead instead of being down 3-2, right, or being tied 3-3. At least we still have the lead. First 3 starts this season, 15.2 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 15 strikeouts versus the Athletics, Royals, and Yankees. So far, with that kind of stat line, that's the best pitcher on the Mariners based off those starts. Next up, left fielder, Luke. I am your Faja Raley. Let's go, Luke. You can do it. Come on, baby. Top of the 8th. Raley connects. He's going deep, and it's gone. Boom. That's what we do. That's how we answer back. Luke Raley. There we go. Bring that electricity. Screw you, Yankees. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Trident's up, baby. Fuck yes. Luke. Fuck yeah. Trident's up, bitches. Hell yeah. Fuck yes, we needed that. And what's our magic number? Reflect 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And we just completed that number. 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Trident's up, go Mariners. Unbelievable. Fuck yeah. Next up for the Mariners, 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. Catcher, big dumper, Raley. Hell yeah. $10 hallelujah. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang, Luke. Fuck yeah, way to come up clutch, baby. I love what I'm seeing from Luke as well as Demo. I don't think a lot of Mariner fans had a whole lot of expectations for those 2 players. And, of course, we have a lot of expectations for Julio, and he's not really living up to the billing so far, but at least we got other guys to pick up the slack. Thank God for Demo and Luke Raley. Fuck yeah. 1-2 pitch to Cal. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. And, again, if we didn't hit that home run and we only have a 4-3 lead, there's a good chance that we lose this game. So, I mean, I feel we could still lose, but it feels a little bit more controlled now with a 2-run lead. Pitches inside, 3-2 count. Come on, Cal. Fuck yeah, Luke. fair to say that we won this trade. Good job, Luke. 3-2 pitch to Cal Raleigh from Andrews. Chop foul. Yes, sir. Three-two pitch to Cal. Chop foul. Top of the eighth, 5-3 Seattle. Full count. Andrews on the mound. Cal 0 for 3. Come on, baby. Go, Cal. Dominic Canzone on deck. 3-2 pitch to Cal. Chopped it off himself. Hopefully he's okay. Goes down to a knee. A little Tim Tebow action. Go, Cal. 3-2 pitch from Andrews to Raleigh. Chop towards third foul. He's working the count. That's his 8th pitch. 9th pitch off that slider. Keep working. Keep working, baby. Yeah, and you know, Caballero is actually playing, pretty well, for Tampa Bay. Oh, he hit him. Cal fouled one off himself, and then he gets hit there, but I don't think it was that serious. Are they going to bring in Haniger for Canzone? Yeah, it's Haniger in the lineup. Let's go, Mitch. Let's go, Hanny. I think I would rather have Dominic Canzone playing the rest of the game, but again, Scott Service trying to get all the players in the lineup. Come on, Hanny, make it worthwhile. You're due for a homer. Yeah. I would have rather had Dom in here because the chances of Haniger getting anything here is not very good. Maybe, 10%? So, I think Dom, would probably have a 60% chance or better to be able to get a base knock or to get on base, especially for someone that has been sitting in the dugout for 8 innings. Big swing and a miss, 1-2 count on Haniger. Haniger is more likely to strike out or pop up than to get a hit. So questionable decision there by Scott Service. Hopefully it doesn't backfire. And he's a better defender in right field, Dominic Canzone, than Hanny. Jason with a tour. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks with little cactus jacks. Bang, bang. And a strikeout for Haniger like I thought. Appreciate you, Jason. Nice comeback victory for the Mariners yesterday. And looks like we might be able to get the dub here today. Being a good manager, again, you have to be able to know when to take guys out, when to, keep guys in. And so far, putting in Gabe Spire and Trent Thornton and bringing in Haniger is not good. And luckily, Luke Raley bailed him out. But again, questionable decisions by Scott Service here tonight. But so far, we still got a 2-run lead, so we can't bitch and complain. Appreciate you, Jason. Let me know what you want to do for photos, Jason, and Reflect. I got you. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a run, RBI in the K. First baseman, Ty France. Let's go, Ty. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Jason, if you smash the like button for me, I greatly appreciate it. It'll help us get closer to 20. We're only a few away. We've got 31 people watching, but we need 4 more people to smash the like button to hit the goal. We're at 16, now 17. We need 3 more people, either from in the YouTube chat or people from Twitter/X to hop over and smash the like button for us. Hopefully we can get 3 more before the stream ends. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We're 3 away from 20. All right, so far, what has happened? So in the top of the third, Demo homered to left, 386 feet. Rojas scored to give us a 2-0 lead. France homered to left in the top of the 7th to give us a 3-0 lead. Demo singled to center. Garber scored to give us a 4-0 lead. Torres homered, Gleyber Torres homered off left center off Trent Thornton. Judge scored and Rizzo scored to make it 4-3. And then in the following inning in the top of the 8th, Luke Raley homered to right to give us the 5-3 lead. And Brian Wu is fantastic. Brian Wu today ended up pitching 6 innings, only gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 7 Ks. His ERA is .57, and he only pitched 77 pitches total. So they probably should have had him keep going, but that was a Scott Service move. That is your update. Yeah, he doesn't understand momentum. I feel like he just, does what he wants to do, regardless if we're up or we're down or we're tied. But you got to be able to read the room. You know how certain people can read the room and you can read body language and you can read momentum. You understand if you're the elephant in the room. There's a certain time, where you have to understand your surroundings. Like if you're in a library, you're not going to be screaming and yelling, But again, some people have spatial awareness and have awareness for situational baseball, and some managers don't understand that. They just do whatever they want to do in that time period. So I still like Scott, but again, questionable moves, with people he's bringing in to pinch hit, Dominic Canzone, and having Hanover come in for him. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have brought in Gabe or Thornton, maybe in the 8th or the 9th inning, but I would have let, Wu finish out, his run to see if he could have gotten to 10 Ks. It's not like he has 5 walks up to that point and he was reeling. He had no walks. 77 pitches. Why not let him go for that last half inning to see if he can get 8, 9, or 10 Ks? Come on, Scott. I got you, Jason. But Wu has been fantastic, and we got some good clutch hits. And we've actually homered today, which is nice. 2-2 pitch to France. Go, France, run! Yeah! Trident's up, baby. Yeah, Luke Raley has had 3 hit games, 3 of them in the last 14. Yeah, and he's been phenomenal for us. And he's the only one batting over 300 for us at the moment. He's batting 308. Rojas is close. He's at 292. He just dropped below 300. So, first and second. Next up, Mitch Garver. Let's get some insurance here. Let's go, Miach. Top of the 8th, 5-3 Mariners. Runners at first and second. 1 out. 0-1 count from Birdie to Garver. Garver batting 180 with 5 homers and 14 ribbies. And the Yankees are on their 5th pitcher of the night. It's really crazy, too. Going into the game, like I mentioned, Clark Schmidt, the pitcher, for the Yankees, was 5-1 going into the game with a 2.49 ERA. So it's awesome that we were able to rough him up and potentially get this big dub for us. Come on, Mitch. Garv, line drive to right field, 2 away. Next up for the Mariners, 1 for 3 with a run and a K. Third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Come on, Josh. Let's get another RBI here, baby. Go, Hollywood. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 292 average, 3 homers, 9 ribbies for Hollywood Josh Rojas. One of the most consistent players on the Mariners, but going into the game, he was on a little bit of a slump. In his last 26 at-bats prior to tonight, he only had 2 hits. So we need to get him back going to where he was at the beginning of the season. 0-1 count, popped up, foul. Count is now 0-2 to Josh Rojas. Jason with $1. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you, Reflect. You guys are the MVPs tonight. And I'll be here tomorrow, and I won't be doing the 4th game in the set because it's on at 9:30 in the morning, but I will be doing the Dallas Stars versus the Edmonton Oilers, the NHL playoffs Thursday night. But I will be here tomorrow, anytime to play 4 p.m. Pacific, Mariners and Yankees, game number 3. And hopefully we can win that one as well. 1-2 pitch to Rojas into the dirt, 2-2 count. Jason with $1, Reflect with $1 hair. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. Appreciate the 2 of you. Thank you so much. We're at 60, 40 to go to hit the goal. Come on, Hollywood. Knock him in, baby. Rojas with a line drive, foul. Count remains 2-2 on Birdie. Come on, Hollywood. Two-two pitch from Birdie to Rojas. Pitches outside, 3-2 count. I'll take a bases loaded. I'll take a bases loaded, baby. Come on, Hollywood. Find that rhythm. Three-two pitch. Damn it. Right down the middle, and he didn't swing. Oh, brutal. Hollywood. You should have swung at that. You would have maybe got a base knock right there. That's tough. But at least Luke Raley is the hero and coming up big after they had a 3-run homer. Luke Raley says, hey, don't worry about it. Go M's. Right down the middle. But at least we're up 2 runs. So we feel pretty good about that. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's see who the Yankees have up. And let me know what you want to do for photos. Reflect and Jason, I got you. If there's anything specific that you guys want to see, I got you. Next up for the Yankees, 0 for 2 with a K, center fielder Trent Grisham. Batting second in the order, in the top of the order this inning, 0 for 3 with a K, shortstop Anthony Volpe. And batting third, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, right fielder Juan Soto. Let's go Mariners. Let's go, baby. 2-run lead. %, agree. Got Stanek in now. That's why I usually have multiple, boxes open. Like I have me on the stream, the game, and then I usually have like MLB and like ESPN. I have multiple things up. So that way, if the social media people through MLB.com and ESPN.com are not in the bathroom, that they can update that information before they come back from the commercial break. All right, come on, Stanek. First pitch is outside, 1-0 count. In the zone for a strike, 1-1 count. Bottom of the eighth, 5-3 Mariners. In the box is the former Padre center fielder Trent Grisham. Look up, my guy, so we can see your face. Pitch is inside, 2-1 count. Stanek throwing 100 miles an hour. Hopefully he has a little bit of control, though. You know, he kind of reminds me of like Luis Castillo and Bryce Miller, where they just kind of throw it as hard as they can, and sometimes they don't hit the location. You know, and that's what we're kind of seeing here out of Stanek. It's like, I get it. You can throw 98, 99, 100, right? But where's the control? Where's the location? You know, you're not Paul Skeens, you know, where he can pitch 101 8 times in a row and hit it right down the middle. You know, you're Stanek. Find me the location. Pitch on the corner for a strike, 3-2 count. Crazy. YouTube was supposed to send me a payment early this morning and I didn't get it, and I was getting a little worried, but I just got an email, so it might be in there today or tomorrow. Your boy got bills to pay. Popped up. There we go. 1 away. Next up for the Yankees, shortstop Anthony Volpe. Volpe 0 for 3 with a K. I would say Munoz is going to be a lot of people's favorite closer, you know, based on seeing him pitch and what he is able to do. I mean, we've had some pretty good ones over the years. Edwin Diaz, you know, now on the Mets, but he had to walk away for some personal reasons, right? Then we had Paul Sewald, and then Andres Munoz. Chop foul. Bottom of the eighth, 5-3 Mariners. 1-1 pitch from Stanek to Volpe. Volpe gets baited and swings at some garbage inside. 1-2 count. Come on, Stanek. You don't got to throw it as hard as you can. You got to be able to find your location. You know, pitch 95 and hit your spot, or pitch 101 and have it be wild. You know, because if you end up pitching wild, it might get away from Cal. And then that ends up being, either a runner getting advanced from first to second if he's already there, or it might end up in a walk or a hit by a pitch. Find your medium. You know, I know you want to throw as hard as you can, and that's great and all. But again, if you don't hit your spot, that might end up being a single, double, triple, or home run. Right there, single for a Volpe. Damn it. Next up for the Yankees, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, right fielder Juan Soto. Pitch is low into the dirt. 1-0 count. Fly out in the sixth. That is last at bat, but he's batting .311 average this season, 11 homers and 37 ribbies for Juan Soto. He's been a great addition for New York, and if you didn't have Juan Soto, you're not 33-16. I'll tell you that. Probably closer to what the Mariner record is, if we're being honest. if they didn't have Juan Soto in the lineup and defensively. Pitch in the zone there for a strike, 1-1 count. Bottom of the 8th, 5-3 Seattle. Runner at first, one away. 1-1 count from Stanek to Soto. I love the mullet. That pitch gets away from Cal. Runner advances to second. I hate it like when we have like ESP moments, you know, or like we're predicting the future where we like can kind of see the future before it happens and we say it, and then all of a sudden a few pitches later that fucking thing happens. It's cool when we predict home run or a big RBI for the Mariners, but not when it's a positive thing for the Yankees. Damn it. Come on, Stanek, smoke him. Chopper towards first. Throw to Ty France. 2 away. Thank God. There we go. Next up for the Yankees, Mr. Everything. All rise. Court is in session. Aaron Judge. 0 for 2 with a run, base on ball, and a K. No home runs, Aaron. Not today. No electricity today for you. Not today, Aaron. We're going to get out of this inning. Judge pops it up, but it's going to stay in play, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. No fly zone, baby. Hell yeah. Good shit. End of the 8th inning. Let's go to the top of the 9th, see if we can get any more insurance runs. Let's see you, Julio. Let's go. All right, let's go to the top of the 9th. Let's see who we have for the Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners in the 9-hole, 2 for 3 with a run, 3 RBIs. I've been super impressed with this player as of late. It is second baseman Demo Dylan Moore. And Demo can play a number of positions. Second base, shortstop, third base, left field, right field. I mean, wherever you need him, Demo has got you. Batting second, starting for the Mariners in the leadoff role. Again, 1 for 4 with a K. Shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Definitely giving us a lift in the lineup. And batting third, 0 for 3 with a base on ball. Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Get at least 1 hit tonight, baby. Give us some insurance. Go, Julio. Right, it's up. Reflect with a 20. Thank you so much for your generosity. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. We need more people like Reflect to support. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. You're going to definitely help out with the bill. You know, and again, taking care of Paisley is expensive. Paying bills can get expensive. And thank you so much for understanding that and understanding what I do on a daily basis. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Reflect. Right ends up. Let's go, Demo. Two for 3 with a 2-run home run single and a 3 RBI day for Demo. And again, to get us started early and to put runs on the board was the key to give us that confidence after coming back 4-1 in the 9th and winning 5-4. To be able to get that 2-run homer in the top of the 3rd was crucial for Demo and the Mariners. The Seattle Mariners. Let's go. Thank you so much. $20 more to hit the goal and a few more likes to be able to get to 20. Let's see where we're at. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. How many more likes do we need to get to 20? We got to get close. Where are we at? We're at 18. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do. 2 more people, please. We're at 19. Thank you so much to whoever that was. We need 1 more person from the YouTube chat or someone that's on the Twitter /X side to hop over to YouTube, smash the like button, and then go back. One person. I know we got one person that can help your boy out. Demo? Gone! RBI night. I fucking love you, Demo. Dylan Moore. Woo! Let's go. 2 home runs in 1 game. What? Woo! Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yankee comeback. What? Not today. Let's go. Fuck yes. For being a team that didn't make the playoffs, for 20 straight years plus, these type of comebacks, these type of wins mean everything to our fan base. Hell yeah, baby. Reflect coming up big. Reflect is making sure that the Bills can be taken care of. Let's go, baby. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little cactus jack, bang, bang. Let's go. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. $100 dono. Stacks on stacks, a little racks on racks, a little cactus jack. Demo, second home run of the day, baby. Woo! Unbelievable. And he just had a career, 5 RBI night, just a few days back. 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Woo! You know what Demo is? He's money. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much. Let's go. Hopefully that'll attract some people from the Twitter /X side to hop over, or from someone from the YouTube side to smash that like button. You still need one more person to smash that like button to get to 20. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. This is our year, man. Like I said, the Orioles are up and coming. The Mariners are up and coming. I wouldn't be shocked one bit, if the Mariners or the Orioles make the ALDS, ALCS, or end up making the World Series in the next 5 years. And who knows, if the Rangers slip up, the Yankees slip up, right? If the Guardians, the Twins, and the Royals, they can't keep that consistency up, right? Who's to say that instead of the Yankees and the Rangers being there, it might be the Orioles and the Mariners if we're lucky enough. Let's go. Fuck yes. Next up, J.P. Crawford. Big swing and a miss for JP behind in the count 1-2. That's our guy right there. Fucking Demo. Hell yeah. Woo! Come on, JP. Bring that electricity, baby. And I know Megan early in the broadcast was mentioning, hey, Yankees fans, Yankees players are pissed. But again, once you end up losing a game that you should have won and you blow a 4-1 lead, sometimes there is a carryover effect. And just like Reflect said, momentum is real. And again, the Yankees are very, very good. We have the utmost respect for the New York Yankees. They're a good team. But guess what? The Seattle Mariners are a pretty fucking good team too, right? We're first place also. We're not in last. We're not in fourth. We're not in third. We're even ahead of the Texas Rangers. So people got to put some respect on our name. Little ground out for JP, 2 away. Next up, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Nice to see Luke and, Luke and Demo. I mean, these guys have been heroes for us. And again, Brian Wu as well. Like, sometimes it's the guys that you don't expect to be able to get hot. Just like Hollywood, Josh Rojas, Demo, Luke Raley. Most people would have thought, oh, it's going to be JP, Julio, Cal, or something like that, or maybe Haniger, right? And not a lot of people had maybe a lot of faith in some of these guys. But again, sometimes it takes a little bit longer for certain players to find themselves, right? To be able to find who they are and to be able to get into a nice rhythm. And we are rolling right now. Let's go. Should have never took out Dominic Canzone. And I get it, trying to give Haniger a chance to play, but let him have the day off. When the number one thing for me is that if Dominic Canzone has the ability to get RBIs and home runs, and he's proven it since he's come back in the lineup, and he made 2 Superman catches that would have been doubles or triples, and he prevented that from happening, why the hell would you replace a guy like that? Strike right down the middle. Raley is gone. But you know what I mean? I know you're on the same boat with me, Reflect. When you see effort on both sides of the ball, you need to be able to recognize momentum in games. But at least it hasn't hurt us. Obviously they had that nice 3-run jam, that 3-run dinger. But again, we're still producing runs and hits. And again, just like John Smoltz said on MLB Network, if the Mariners can figure out how to score 5 to 8 runs consistently, this team can win the World Series. And that's so true, because again, we got one of the top 3, top 5 pitching staffs. Arguably, we got the best 1 through 5 in the league, right? Brian Wu is our 5th best pitcher. Is he really 5th best? He might actually be 2nd or 3rd best, based on what we're seeing so far this season, right? Maybe even 1st. We'll have to kind of wait and see a few more starts. Once we get Wu with about 7 or 8 starts, and at that point, if he's 6-1, 7-1 with an ERA of 1.90, then we're going to say, Wu's our best pitcher right now, right? But I like what the direction that we're going. We're getting hits, we're getting RBIs, we're getting clutch home runs. It feels good to be a Mariner fan today, let me tell you. And imagine we win this, we play tomorrow, and we have a good chance to win 3 out of 4. And then if we win tomorrow, it'll finally give us a chance to sweep the Yankees, but also trying to be able to, get past the narrative that we can't win in morning games or early afternoon games. Let's go. And guess who's in the game right now? Andres Munoz. Fuck yes. I like that they have him coming into the game, which they should. We're going against the Yankees. Let's not throw this game away. Let's put our best closer out there to get the job done. And that's why Andres Munoz always gets 3 or 4 photos, baby. Because he's earned it. You get the photo when he's on the mound. You get the photo when he's in mid-pitch, right? And then you get the K photo after he gets the strikeout, baby. 1.77 ERA, 20.1 innings, 28 strikeouts, 7 walks, 9 for 10 with save opportunities. Let's fucking go. Go, Ems. Santos coming back in June. But for now, 1 for 3 with a K, left fielder Alex Verdugo. Bottom of the 9th, 6-3 Mariners. The Seattle Mariners. And like I said, not a lot of fan bases have struggled and gone through the pain of not only not making the playoffs for 20 plus years, but having an ownership that doesn't spend any money. So again, when you end up, being a first place team this early in the Seattle Mariners, it's exciting. And then not only that you can actually beat up a team that's got a better record than you, that's also a first place team and one of the best in Major League Baseball, in the New York Yankees. It feels really, really good. It's really satisfying. I feel that, for fans like me and Reflect, we have earned this. Same thing with my boy Justin. We've been fans since the 80s, and it feels good for us not only to get the respect, but to also get these big wins. Nice little ground out. Nice defense by Demo to tie France 1 away. Verdugo sits down. Good smothering there. Next up, first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Andres Munoz, that's what he is. Money. Let's go. 100 miles an hour just outside of the zone. 1-0 count. Let's go, Andres. There we go. 2 away. Same spot, same kind of play. Let's go. One more out. Let's go. Pinch hitting for the Yankees, Jose Trevino. .275 average, 5 home runs and 17 ribbies for Jose Trevino. Pitch right down the middle, 101 miles an hour for a strike. Let's go. 0-1 count. Love that. Let's go. Oh, Trevino! Right past Ty France. Fuck. Damn it. Lucky. Really lucky hit there. Ty was just out of position. One too many hamburgers for Ty. Damn it. All right, next up for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. Just a little out of reach there. Hit a 3-run homer at his last at-bat. We got to be careful with him. Pitch is low and outside, 1-0 count. Fucking Squibba. Like, you know, based on what he did at the last at-bat, I know that, you know, Munoz is going to go after him, but I actually wouldn't mind if we walked him. You know, after him hitting a home run, he's the only guy that was really hot for the Yankees tonight. So, again, I know that we don't have to walk him intentionally or unintentionally, right? But if we end up walking him, it's not going to be the end of the world as long as the next guy doesn't hit a 3-run homer to tie the game up. But I'm hoping that we can find a way to get him out here. But, you know, Munoz isn't afraid. He's going to go after anybody, even if he is a guy that hit a 3-run homer an inning or 2 ago. 1-0 pitch for Munoz to Torres. Pitch is low, 2-0 count, and it seems like they're going to pitch garbage to him. And if he's going to end up hitting a homer, you know, he's going to have to, you know, go out of the zone to, you know, either jam him inside or have him swing wildly outside. 2-0 pitch. Chop foul, 2-1 count. Yeah. They're not going to intentionally do it, but of course, you know, you're going to be very cautious throwing to Gleyber Torres, and I think that's what Cal said. So I imagine that 70% of these pitches are going to be kind of garbage pitches. That was a nice one. Right down the middle for a strike, 2-2 count. Let's go. One more strike. Let's get this done. Come on, Mariners. Pitch is outside, 3-2 count. Come on, baby. Come on, Mariners. Come on, Munoz. Let's go. And there's the walk. My ESP, man, I felt it. I felt it, dude. You know, I know it wasn't going to be intentional, but I kind of felt that, you know, they went into that at-bat thinking, okay, that's the only guy that's hurt us. Let's not have him hurt us again. But then now, you know, you got 2 guys on, and then if Oswaldo Cabrera hits a homer, we're going to have a tie game. So we just got to make sure that that doesn't happen. Now you can go right at Oswaldo Cabrera. He got him. Let's go. Big swing and a miss. 0 for 3. Let's make it 0 for 4 for Oswaldo Cabrera. Smoke him. Chop foul behind in the count. 0-2. I love that. We're gonna win this 6-3. We're gonna win this 6-3, baby. Let's go. Come on, baby. One more. Smoke 'em. Chop foul right in the strike zone. 100 miles an hour on a four-seamer. Count remains 0-2. Let's go. One more strike for me and Reflect. Let's go. And Jason. Right, it's up. Appreciate you, Jason. Appreciate you, Reflect. Thank you so much for your guys' generosity. You guys are the MVPs. 0-2 pitch. Got him! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yes! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes, sir. Fuck yes. Final score in game number 2. Mariners 6, Yankees 3. And when we win, what do? We dance. Mariners win. Mariners win. Mariners win. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. Let's go, baby. Awesome. Woo! Shout out to Brian Wu. Shout out to Demo. Shout out to Luke Raley. Shout out to the squad. Let's go, baby. Fuck yes. Let's go. I don't know if I've had 2 more satisfying wins. And again, it's the Yankees, and normally we don't do good against the Yankees traditionally. Sometimes we win a couple, here and there, but, a lot of times they beat us the fuck up. So this feels good for a little bit of payback. Let's go. Hell yeah. Clark Schmidt 5-1 record didn't matter today, baby. Let me know what you guys want to do for photos. I'll be online here for another maybe 10 minutes or so I can get photos for Reflect and for Jason, and then maybe grab a couple for Matt as well. Wow, man, that one felt really good. And they got Celtics 102, Pacers 101. I should probably turn that on, even though I don't really like the NBA that much anymore. But that would be worth watching. It's East Finals, game number 1. So let me click out of there, go here. All right, I got the basketball game on to get the most out of my day here. Let me know. Trident's up, baby. Feels good. Feels good. Let me know any photos that you want. Captain Oreo in the building. What's good, baby? What are we thinking for photos? Man, what a satisfying win these last 2 games. Especially after, getting our ass kicked 2 out of 3 by the Orioles. It feels really, really good to win these first 2 games. Trident's fucking up. Yes, sir. Trident's up, baby. Oh man, what a great team effort, man. Demo, Raley, Wu, Dominic Canzone, with those great catches in the outfield could have kept him in the game, but it didn't hurt us. Unbelievable. Well, I'll still throw a couple here, and I'll add more to the file. But we'll get you at least a couple here. We'll at least get you 3, so you can at least have that. And then, Jason, let me know what you want. If there's anything specific, reflect anything specific, let me know. I got you. Yeah, Taylor Swift, a fucking Mariner fan now. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Trident's up. I'm gonna have to add those to the my Mariner file. Both of the Trident photos. Got our name on Trident's up. Trident up. Okay, I'm gonna add that one. That one goes into the Mariner file. Boom. And then the actual Trident's up. Heck yeah. Wow, really? First time Yankees have been beaten back-to-back at home. Let's go, baby. Never underestimate the Mariners, period. Yeah, for real. Can he pitch tomorrow? They don't have a whole lot of Stanek in the Mariner uniform just yet. A lot of them in like the Astros and the other teams that he played. But hopefully they'll have more of him as the season goes along. But I got another Mariners win. With the dancing there, we got another one. We'll use that on the screens now as two. A lot of the Stanek. You know, we don't want to put him on the Astros on the screen. But almost everything that's available is all Astros except for that one. Hopefully they'll have more than just this one in the future. He's like, oh, that O-Dog. NWSF. He's good. Oh, it smells like banana bread in the house. Smells good. Paisley's whining at the door. She's in the studio. She's in here now. She's like, Dad, I miss you. Like that Matt and that Reflect guy, they are good. Phillies took care of Texas. Nice. Angels up on the Astros. Nice. Matt's in heaven. I know, Paisley. Daddy's almost done. Daddy has to show love and appreciation for the people that are supporting you and me for our dreams, Paisley. So that way that we can make sure that you can eat and have food and toys, and we can make sure that the internet bill gets paid, and we can continue doing the dream. New one's here for Matt. Matt's in heaven. He's like, I love this. Anything else that you guys want to be able to see, let me know. Three and 2 on the road trip so far is nice. It's too bad we couldn't have won 2 out of 3 against the Orioles, but again, it is what it is. And I mean, if we go 1 out of 3 against Baltimore, but we win 3 out of 4, or we win 4 out of 4 and sweep the Yankees, I'll take that by only winning 1 out of 3. So I don't know, man. If this isn't heaven, what is? You kidding me? Boy, that O-Dog guy. Wow. 467, 3 homers, 3 doubles for more in the last 5. Unbelievable. If we can find some Demo. They just dropped one of the new photos here from tonight's game for Demo with one of his 2 home runs. Boom, baby. Right there. Normally you got to wait a while to be able to have things show up. I'll add this one to the Mariner file. You can use that one for demo in the future. Found another decent one of demo from a different game. Let's go, baby. Did we hit 20 on the likes? I hope we did. We did. Thank God. We got to 20. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. 21 now. Awesome. Heck yeah. Anything else? And I'll throw up, even if Jason's not in the room anymore, we'll throw up a couple Julio photos up here for him. And I'll throw a couple throwback photos up. We've got to throw in at least like an Edgar Martinez or something, or Ken Griffey Jr. A little Lou Piniella. And the Griffies. Anything else that you want to be able to see reflect? Matt, you guys let me know what you're thinking. Anything else that you guys want to be able to see? What a game. What do we got right now? Pacers 115, Celtics 110. Pacers on the road looking like they might end up winning this matchup. Oh, no worries. Anything else that you want to be able to see photo-wise? I got to take Paisley on the last walk of the night and try to eat some dinner. Sounds like smells like there's some banana bread being cooked up here in the kitchen. Smells delicious and whatnot. So, yeah, let's get 3 in a row. Let's do it. And again, I'm going to be live tomorrow, same time, same place at 4 o'clock Pacific. Hopefully, Jason and Reflect, Matt, you guys can all be there, and we can hope to see the Mariners win another one, 3 in a row. Well, again, you got to realize, we didn't make the playoffs for 20-plus years. We made it in 2022, and then we didn't make it last year because we didn't have a very fast start. right? And then this year, we're starting much faster than ever anticipated. So, there's going to be series that we win. There's going to be times where we look great. There's going to be series that we get swept or only win one game, like against the Orioles. But again, as long as we have good pitching, right, and we can hit, get an occasional RBI and some home runs sprinkled in, we can match up with anybody in Major League Baseball. I think that's clear. It doesn't matter if it's the Braves, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Cubs, the Brewers, the Rangers, right? The Yankees, the Orioles, the Guardians, the Twins. I mean, we respect a lot of these other teams, but I feel pretty good about how things are going. I don't know. We threw up quite a few of them for you, Matt. Yeah, banana bread. Anything else that you are looking for, Reflect? Jason, anything that you want photo-wise? All right, sounds good. Great choice. I sent you a message, already, Reflect. I appreciate you so much for your generosity. And again, thank you to Jason. Thank you to Reflect. Appreciate you guys. Oh, wow. All right. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Final score, Seattle Mariners 6, New York Yankees 3. Game number 2 in the books. And I can't wait for tomorrow for game number 3. Same time, same place, 4 o'clock Pacific. And shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Shout out to Reflect and Jason for helping out with the donuts. Reflect, you're the MVP. I love you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Matt for always coming through. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.